Have you thought of breaking through? Ain't it part of what you do? Catch a victim while he's dumb. Break his larynx with your time. And it's time to get high. Well, this ain't no goddamn dream. It's exactly what it seems. Wake up today just to lay back down and say, I won't be coming back. Let's call it a heart attack. Give me some of that knack. This is just a final payback. They all flipped on me, took my passions, left me be. When I had a place to sit, a goddamn attitude to fit. Talk real smooth, knew where to spit. Things have changed and I have quit. Got nothing to look forward to, but a backlash full of lies. You're too late where you're going. This is fate, the whistle's blowing. It's much too late. It's all too late. You're much too late. Like a piss hole punk with his nose turned up and a fragrance all your own. Tell me what it's like to be alone. And let's not forget the Scarface prick who offers fixed to your face. He dropped out of the subhuman race. And it's sad. Boo-hoo.
And welcome back. And good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another special edition of the Michael Decon program. I am your host, Michael Decon, from the salt-crusted wastelands of Huntington Beach, California. Whether you're joining us live or tuning in from the past or future, we're pretty much thrilled to have you here, to be honest. We're very thrilled to have you here on a night like this. In a moment, we will be joined by a long-time listener and OG favorite, Mr. Max Cole. He's finally here alongside me. And also alongside me is Daniel of End of Days Radio. And I've been eagerly anticipating this evening, folks. And let me remind you, this is your show as well. You too can get involved. That number is 424-666-2417. Yes, 424-666-2717. Definitely feel free to chime in, and you can agree or disagree with any of us. We're all ears and open minds. We'll be diving into all sorts of wild mix of topics, from the heavy to the downright absurd. And that's what makes this ride fun. Now, without further ado, let's bring in Daniel and Mr. Max Cole, who are waiting right now. Gentlemen, are you guys alive or are you dead?
Hello.
Hey, what is up, everyone?
Hey now. To both of you.
Hey now.
There he is.
Yeah.
And there's Max. I'm glad you're here, Max.
Man, let me tell you, I have been literally waiting for this moment for many moons.
All your life.
And yes, it is. This is as good as it gets right here. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Man, so much to talk about.
Absolutely. It's great to have you here. It's great to have Daniel here. And it's been a while, and we know life can get busy. Sometimes life gets in the way. But hey, we're here now, and that's all that really matters.
I think I'm traumatized from watching whatever the hell was on the screen as we were starting.
Oh, you didn't like that?
Was that Laura Loomer?
That was Laura Loomer, yeah.
Oh my god, that was disgusting.
Yeah, it was. You're not lying.
Well played.
I don't even know what to call that.
Yeah.
You didn't like that, Max? You don't like that Laura Loomer, Max?
Ooh, You know, that's the world we live in right now. You take it as it comes.
You would have knocked that out?
Maybe. It just depends.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You're a brave man, Max.
She's
There's
just
exceptions.
a girl with Hebrew heritage.
A very strange looking female, by the way.
Yeah.
She's got those wide cheekbones.
Looks like I don't even know what to. I mean, I was going to say a different word right now, but I'll be polite. Let's just say she's not the best looking woman around. That's for sure.
Now, you guys have seen her thirsty video, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got to make sure.
Thirsty video? What do you mean?
Well, there's a video out there where she's in a club or a bar with this dude, a bunch of people, but she's really, really hitting on this one guy. She's just trying so hard to blow him. And she's talking about how she's Jewish and this and that. And apparently, I think she's married.
Yep.
I can't believe that. Is that true, or is that she was really married?
She's married, but still hungry for the D.
God damn.
That's how it is.
I don't know if I could do it with either one of your penises, by the way.
I've heard that before.
You've heard that before? Jesus, Max. You are very naughty if you think about taking down Laura Loomer.
I would say I'd hit it, but in this case, in this very rare case, I wouldn't.
Well, I would expect neither one of you to go down that road unless you're very, very desperate.
Does my child have a dual citizenship if I get her pregnant?
Maybe. It's a good question. That's actually a very, very good question. And Max had a very good question for you, by the way. For you and for Daniel here, by the way. But Max, I'm very curious. This is a very important question, by the way. I mean, this is probably the most serious question you'll hear from me all night. Are you ready for this, Max?
I am ready.
Well, I hope you're sitting down for this.
I am. I'm, partially.
Okay, here we go. And Daniel, I want to answer after this. Max, though, first you.
Okay, I will wait with my fingers crossed.
Here we go. Max, gay son or lesbian daughter?
Ooh, dang.
You can only choose one.
I'd go lesbian daughter.
Lesbian daughter, yeah.
Yeah, I could not do the gay son thing. I can't do it. It'd be tough.
And what do you mean by that?
I just think, I can't relate. It's just, it would be very tough to raise a gay son. I have a gay cousin who I just saw what that was like growing up for him.
Yeah.
And it was brutal. Very handsome dude too, like fit dude. He's out here in California, but just seeing the way that kind of rolled out, and I don't know, man.
You ain't feeling it. You ain't feeling it.
Yeah. What about? That's a good question, though. I'm curious what Daniel thinks about that one.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Daniel?
Gay son all the way.
Gay son all the way.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
man.
And why? I need to know why now.
Because man, can you imagine how many woke points I'd get for that one? Hollywood would accept me for sure. Finally.
Oh, okay. So you have much more of like a plan. In other words, this is much more of an opportunistic sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, your kid's gonna basically do whatever you tell them not to. So if you tell them to be heterosexual and read the Bible, they're gonna become satanic and suck dick.
My goodness.
It's the law of nature.
That was something I wasn't expecting from Daniel, by the way.
Me either.
And if you raise them to be satanic and suck dick, they'll become heterosexual and Christian.
So in the words of our past guest, Marshall Masters, who coined the term homo satanic is basically what you're referring to.
What the fuck? Homo satanic.
Homo satanic, yeah.
Marshall.
Okay. I believe that's related to pedo satanic.
Marshall's great, by the way. I mean, a lot of people don't like him. A lot of people give him a lot of shit, but I really like Marshall. He's out there, man. This guy wants to start a colony on Mars of just like just very religious sort of people, like a cult, in other words,
Yeah, that's awesome.
on Mars.
Yeah, gotta stay away from cults. I've had experiences where I was at the head of certain communities and things like that, and if you really want a cult, you really got to be a weirdo. If you're a normal person, it'll never work.
I mean, there's plenty of weirdos out there right now that don't want to start a cult. Unfortunately, there's no shortage of that out here in Southern California, right, Max?
Oh my goodness, everywhere you walk,
The head.
just it's crazy.
What are those guys called? The Raelians?
That's the alien cult, though, right?
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
the Star of David and Nazi symbol like combined, and that's their symbol.
No shit. I didn't know that. That's
That's a little out there.
That's a little out there, yeah. But there's a lot of these alien cults out there, by the way.
Oh yeah, there was what's that lady's name? She would channel the thousands of years old Egyptian god or whatever, and she lived kind of close to me in Yelm, Washington. Ramtha.
And you said vampires?
No, it was about aliens.
Oh,
It was
aliens.
kind of
Sorry.
like yeah, I think it was kind of like an ancient astronaut sort of thing.
Jeez.
Mhm.
I don't even know what to make of these people anymore, Daniel. Especially after going to like contact in the desert and being around all the weirdos and freaks, all these people that major companies pretty much supply and fund with all sorts of cash. And they're all tied to the Monroe Institute, by the way, of all places, leading me to suspect that this is a sort of CIA sort of operation, some sort of branch where the government funds a lot of these people, and they're all tied to the Monroe Institute. That's something I've learned. A lot of these keynote speakers have gone out there, and I feel like they're getting a lot of money from somewhere. And you gotta wonder where all that money's coming from. So I'm making a wild jump right now, and I'm thinking that's probably some branch of government that's funding the Monroe Institute, and these people kicking these narratives that you're hearing so much about the alien sort of issue.
It's
Sounds
because
crazy, but this is what I've uncovered.
it's because there's so many lonely people out there. Like that Beatles song, "Ah, the lonely people."
All the lonely people out there.
Yeah, that's why there's so many cults because, like, look at all the people that join motorcycle clubs or
Sure,
all these other weird little clubs.
there's plenty. A lot of people in America, they want to belong to something, whether it's a music scene, a favorite NFL team, baseball team, sporting team, what have you.
You ever notice that
That is true.
at your workplace they always like to call the company family? Like it's the exact opposite thing of a family, but they always say, "Oh yeah, we're family, we're family."
Yep.
That's a red flag.
Yep.
It's a red fag. Can't say
Well,
that word no more, by the way.
manipulation.
It's against the law.
They're not your family. You're like working your butt off, and you're making like a tiny little percentage of what you actually produce.
Absolutely. How many times were we part of some dumb internet network of shows, Daniel? And they would tell us we're all one big family. I remember one of the first networks me and Daniel were on, Max, and this lady put out like this sort of like a top 10 most listened to sort of a countdown of the shows that are on the network, the most listened to. And we were like towards the bottom, and the person who's running the network was like at number 1, even though like nobody was listening to that shit.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Oh man.
I think her name was like Renee or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was a Jew, I think.
Well, we got in a little feud with this podcaster, and we were just like clowning the shit out of him, and he was melting down, and then like a little wuss, he went and complained.
Yeah, he snitched us out.
program director.
Oh wow.
Those are good times, though. We fought with a lot of people, Daniel.
Yeah, I mean, usually the people that I get into it with deserve it. I don't always handle it the best, but for the most part, they usually do.
Daniel, you don't handle it well at all.
No, I'm getting better.
Yeah, you were pretty heated back in the day, Daniel.
Yeah, but I have mellowed out quite a bit.
You both have. It's different.
Yeah, I would say we
Little bit.
kind of all sort of mellowed out, I think, to a certain extent.
I was telling Max, I don't know how we got in the conversation, but I was like, we were talking about you a little bit,
About me.
and I was telling him about back in the old forum
The good days.
and
Yeah.
how you got one guy like so fucking pissed at you, he wanted to kill you because you photoshopped him holding a big ass purple dildo.
Oh, that's right. Well, that's just one of many people, Daniel, that wanted
brilliant.
to kill me.
I was
Essentially,
rolling.
I still get messages of people wanting to kill me. By the way, that hasn't ended.
Oh my god,
That's a long go.
awesome.
Yeah, you should see some of the text messages I get here on the 424-666-2170 or 2117 number rather. That's another thing I forgot to mention to you people out there. That 424-666-2717 number. Not only can you leave a voicemail, you can also like text at any time, send pictures, all that shit. And some of the listeners out there have already taken advantage of that, gentlemen, and have sent me all kinds of inappropriate things. Let's put it that way. I love it though.
Do you have an example?
Well, nothing I could show you here.
I may have sent something.
It would get removed, but I've seen a lot of things, a lot of heavy things, both from men and women, by the way.
Oh shit!
Yeah, let's put it that way.
Ooh, yeah,
yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild, but yes, mellowing out. That's pretty much the name of the game. And as you get older, that happens. That happens, and you can't unsee it in yourself. You can't go back to being the obedient little organism chewing its way through the commercial graveyard. Once you've looked behind that curtain, Daniel and Max, the curtain that was once alive, the machine that was once breathing, kind of messes with your head after you learn about all these sort of things. Once you see how sausage is made, that's when things go to shit. And that's when you have a hard time sort of just, living a normal sort of a productive life.
Well,
That's
that's
the
what
truth.
we all want. We all want normal life, but very few of us actually get that.
That's the danger of coming to awareness of a lot of these sort of things.
Yeah.
If that's even the right word, it's a weird thing. I guess it makes you dangerous to the people who need you asleep. It makes you allergic to lies, hostile to comfort, suspicious of every little neat explanation they try to hand you, like kind of like what the government did a few years ago, by the way. That was a good sort of reminder that Americans are easily manipulated and brainwashed. It's pretty wild.
Well, when people are making trouble with you, it's usually some kind of jealousy thing or insecurity on their part.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And once you realize that, you kind of like don't need to fight them. But like,
Sometimes,
Yeah.
though, sometimes it is fun to fight with certain people.
True.
I get a good kick out of it still.
But sometimes the one of the best things that we can do is de-escalate situations. I know for me that's lately that's become something that's a tough skill to master.
You mean with men or women?
A little bit of both, to some degree. I think people are triggered out here by a lot of things. For me, it's often too just being a man of color. You walk into places and people already have their thoughts. You look a certain type of way. I feel like you got to have to de-escalate a lot of stuff in life. So yeah, but
And
for
do you,
women, it's been
Do you
extra.
experience that in Los Angeles, in that downtown area there?
Everywhere in Los Angeles, you can just go out, you
Of
just walk
course.
outside. You know how it is out here. Everybody's hustling or trying to hustle you.
Pretty
So
The
much.
the Asians think Max is
The
gonna steal
Asians,
from
yeah.
their store,
Yeah, they think Max is gonna rob them.
steal candy bars and shit.
It's the best food, though. I know it's you. How about that dude? Shot the kid taking a candy bar.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, there was a story about that not long ago, actually.
There was a Trayvon Martin, another one.
Yep, yep. And the dude, the Asian dude, he's killed like 2 kids or something like that
Oh,
already.
shit.
Oh my god.
Yep.
You
This
don't
dude
really
just
come
had a
across
water.
that much.
No.
Asians, blasting people. You don't really hear too often of stories of
No.
that nature.
Usually
Yes.
they're the victims.
Yep,
Yeah.
yeah. Surprisingly, yep.
Yeah, I remember Colin Flaherty got very angry with me, by the way. He's very he's very into statistics, Max, black crime, that sort of
Oh
deal.
yeah,
He gets very heated, by the way. That guy,
man.
very angry with me at times. Even when I was joking on the air about Asians,
Yep.
he got beat it. Not like that.
He went nuts. He gets pissed. But yeah.
It's really weird because I swear when I was a kid, like in the 90s, people were way more sane and less racist.
Yep. Seemed that way.
I don't know if they were less racist. I think there's always been a element there. It's just that it was a lot funnier back in the day.
That's true too.
Because I
The
still
rise-
laugh at I still laugh at racist jokes all the time.
Yeah, me
the
too.
rise of the right wing, the religious fundamental turning point thing, that has been very shocking to me.
Well, what do you make of that,
Yeah.
Daniel? Since as someone who is a Christian now, there's a lot of people in the alternative realm, the conspiracy realm, that are like hardcore Christians, by the way.
Those
Mhm.
people make me want to go back to being like a wacko Luciferian.
I'm glad you're not a part of that, by the way, Daniel, because I was worried there for a minute. I'm like, did you revert back to these sort of Bible thumper types, I should say?
Those type of people, I don't really relate to. I'm not like somebody that's going to tell you not to celebrate Halloween. I don't like pushing religion on anybody. I feel like my version of Christianity is very different than others. For one thing, I believe in the gods. I don't believe in like one god. I believe in a whole family of gods.
And as someone who talks and, you've been interested in conspiracies for a large portion of your adult life, Daniel, um, do you not believe that religion could be something entirely fabricated and made up by man?
I believe that to make a claim like that would be pretty ridiculous because you'd have to deny any sort of spirituality. But absolutely, is it used to control? Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you can see where parts of the Bible were edited, like having Jesus say, "Give unto Caesar what belongs to him," etc. That's all to get people to pay taxes. And there's other passages that you could tell were kept, and others that were taken out for that very reason. So yeah, absolutely. But I think a lot of people also take that too far, where they're like,
Sure.
they throw the baby out with the bathwater. I mean, there's definitely a God and an afterlife and things like that, and I can't relate at all to people that are, strictly atheistic and tell you that, oh, when you die, worms eat your brains and all kinds of
Well, worms do eat your
pessimistic
brains,
sort
though.
of. Sure, but you know what I mean. Like
They eat your
the people
asshole,
that,
they eat your eyes,
yeah,
they eat all of
the
that.
people that deny all spirituality. is like,
Yeah,
sorry.
but hold on, though. Just to derive it even deeper, though, Ken, in your perspective, in your mind, Daniel, do you think there could be a possibility that it's all bullshit, though? You think it's all real?
I was there at some point, but yeah. See, you say it's all. No, it's not all real. But I mean, is there? Uh, I've had experiences with like literal supernatural entities talking to me, so I've got to at least acknowledge that part of it.
So you're saying it's all is real?
Well, you have a lot of different religions. I mean, they conflict. They can't all be real. I think that you have to take bits and pieces from all the different belief systems to really get anywhere near close to the truth. That I just think that you don't have to believe in the Bible or anything. If you believe that the basic forces behind the universe are good, that's probably good enough.
Yeah,
Understood.
well
Max, same
said.
same question to you though. Do you think could it all just be made up, or do you think there might be a smidgen of truth
Man,
involved in a lot of these things? These are just things I go back and forth with. It's not like I'm married to one concept. By the way, I've always been pretty open minded, which is why I don't just straight up trash every religion there is out there. I definitely do respect people's views about all these sort of things. So that's pretty much why I'm asking you two.
wow, that's a great question, by the way. And Daniel, that answer definitely left me a bit moisturized. And I will have to say, very similar perspective on that. I think, man, it's a great question because life is fascinating. It's hard for me to believe right now that we're sitting here literally being pulled to the ground. All the temperatures and everything work out. There's a perfection about the universe and just the energies, as Daniel said. I feel like that in itself. And you hear sometimes scientists talk about how mitochondria or cells evolve and how they're formed and how they
Right?
protect themselves and just the intricacies of life. It's hard to believe there's not some type of creative energy behind it based on the design that we are right now, and how certain things work. um, but with religion, I have an open mind about it. Certainly Christianity and faith has been a big part of my life, particularly in the last couple of years, even more so. So, I found myself getting a lot closer to the Word of God, and that I started looking at things a little bit differently. There was a period of my time when I was jaded too as hell and didn't, believe in anything. I try to keep an open mind about it because I think there's a lot that we don't know, as our human intelligence can only go so far. We only see a one spectrum of light too. I just think that there's so much more to this that I wish and hope that we can at least start to unpack a little bit more in our existence. But it kind of sucks because think about this. There's never somebody that's able to see all the beauty of life over a long period of time. And you're only given the time that you have. So within that, you're almost confined, yet strategically. You know what I mean? We don't live forever. We can't see, into the future. So yeah, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on that. It's such a good question.
I go back and forth on it. There's a lot of people that will say, well, I had these anomalies happen in my life. And
Yeah.
I always think, well, just because you can't explain it doesn't mean therefore God did it, or it was a God, or something that can be explained is somehow God.
I feel like life is in the world around us is far more like a dream than we would initially think. Because if I
Mhm.
was really honest about all the weird experiences I've had, I don't think anybody would really believe me. Because like I've literally seen things that made me question reality itself.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I remember months ago you were telling me about some of these experiences, Daniel. Very strange things you've come across in studying the occult, rather.
Yeah,
A lot of weird
even
shit.
long before I developed an interest. um I as a child I had crazy experiences. The difference was when I was a child, I was terrified of them, and as an
Mhm.
adult, I started to kind of delve into the darkness and do a lot of work on controlling the fear aspect. And once you lose your fear of demons and the devil and things like that, it's almost worse in a way because um, you kind of lose your sensitivity to it. It's hard to explain, but um, the goal of the sorcerer is to master the demons and and kind of like enslave them. instead of them having control over you. So the first thing you want to do is completely lose your fear of them.
Hmm, that's fascinating, to say the least.
I don't fear
You
a
know, because
goddamn thing, by the way.
Like, look at scary movies. It's almost always like ghosts and demons and stuff like that. But what happens when you lose your fear of stuff like that?
yeah,
Well, you just
And
become
then,
jaded and you just start hating everything and being angry all the time.
but could that fear be some kind of control mechanism from them?
Possibly from somewhere.
Like, like the
true.
whole devil
Hmm.
face. Like the
Hmm.
devil's supposed to be a beautiful angel. So why do we have this idea of this demonic horn devil with the hell and the
Yep.
cloven hoofs? It's all meant to make people afraid of occult knowledge. That way they can lock away all the secrets from the Atlantean pagan times and keep that information to their own kinfolk and secret societies.
Part of me is at that point now. I go back and forth, but I'm at that point right now with everything going on that I wish we didn't have religion right now. I wish it was, sometimes I wish it was all banned and gone from everywhere.
I agree with that. It has been the leading cause of the destruction of the world.
Ultimately, I think pretty much, I think it's ruined I think it's done worse than
Yeah,
good, to be honest with you.
absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know. I mean, again, I go back and forth on these sort of things all the time. But at this point in time, in 2026, I'm pretty much on that boat where I'm like, I want everything banned. Call me crazy, call me anything you want. But right now, I'm kind of tired of all these endless wars we're in, basically. I'm pretty
Mm.
much tired of it all.
Yeah, these wars have been brutal and pretty much for all of our lives. That's all we've been on the receiving end of seeing manifest in the world, especially us, the United States. We've been in a lot of wars, country made of wars, a country that continues to have wars and try to police the world and
Yeah,
Israel,
the
our best
Oh my
interests.
goodness, yes.
yeah, exactly. I noticed in the chat somebody mentioned that MAGA is a religious cult,
Yeah.
and I have to agree with that. I think
Hmm.
that those people, like I was saying, I felt like things were different when I was a kid, and seeing this rabid mentality come up and so many people jump aboard it, and it's like turning into a white pride, national socialist, Third Reich type of thing. That's what's really disturbing to me.
It is
Yeah,
kind
it
of
is.
disturbing to see that sort of thing again, the whole sort of religious aspect of it all. Playing into politics, it's pretty weird, to be honest with you. I'm not for it.
I don't understand how these people consolidate being extremely religious with also being a racist.
Yep. Yeah. It's fascinating, right? Uh, Religion's being used in so many different ways now, been manipulated. Um, just it's just a very fascinating time. Some of it is kind of very biblically symbolic, I would say the least. Some of the things that have happened, the collapse, certain things are starting to come true. You see, absolute power kind of corrupting itself. Absolutely. Um, I thought that was, this was a great quote because when you think of even capitalism in general starting to collapse big time in these money systems, and we're really screwing each other. We really are
Yes,
as a
we are.
species. It's it's crazy to think that, um, and a lot of it, as you said, points to religion.
Ain't that a shame, Max?
Well, we can kind of
Yeah.
unpack that a little bit, and really what we're talking about by religion is the Hebrew religion, right? Like we all three of us can probably agree on that.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
Well, it does say in parts of that religion, and I'm referring specifically to the Talmudic stuff. it says that our job is basically to control the rest of the population of the world. That's exactly what it says, and they'll tell you that things like the protocols of the learned elders of Zion are forgeries. Yet it says the same things in the Talmud. So where do we go from there?
Yeah, it's fascinating stuff to say the least.
So does that mean
Very,
that
very
you
interesting.
are a Christian extremist, Daniel?
No, I think there's something really weird going on here about the Hebrew God. I think that something happened in the past around the time of the Exodus, and we are very confused because we have things that are in the Bible that seem to match up with history. Yet this whole thing centered around the Exodus doesn't seem to correspond to our historical records, unlike most of the rest of the Bible. The closest thing that we could match up would probably be the uh, the story of Akhenaten and the Hyksos, who rebelled in Egypt and ended up leaving the country and going to the east into the lands of Canaan and establishing themselves there. And there's a lot of evidence that would show that. Yet we seem to have a story that's different than what played out in history. So there's probably some kind of deception going on there. And they say that. I mean, when I say they, certain people say that Christianity is like this Freemasonic Hebrew way of giving the masses the Hebrew religion, but giving them kind of a crappy version of it in order to control everybody else. And this is just a theory. I'm not saying I believe this, but if you want to talk about religion being used to control people, this goes all the way back to the stories of the old gods and creating Nephilim hybrid sons that would rule a nation as a king, like a giant sort of king. Those priesthoods go all the way back to the dawn of civilization, and that's how it's always been. Using the ziggurat and the levels of the ziggurat to control a society. And I put everybody to sleep again. Great.
Well, that was on a whole nother level there that I need to take another puff for Daniel. That was, but some fascinating things you said there for sure. Um, I think it's interesting what's going on with religion in general. To just to simplify it, I think when you look at Islam and the this constant back and forth with Christians and all the weird hatred there that exists, even in the light of good, and sort of real, not really realizing, hey, we're kind of in this together, no matter what way you look at it. Um, it's interesting to see how it is being used in different ways to control and manipulate people into doing the most heinous things to one extreme, but also on the other side of it, some of the most wonderful things, quite frankly. There's a interesting constant kind of tug and war between light and darkness, and our energies, hot and cold, and extreme crazy, but extremely kind. And I think it kind of falls back on everything that you mentioned there, Daniel, in a more technical way of just kind of giving us kind of a history of some of the things that are questionable, but also really interesting to study. Just my thoughts on that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You could look at it both ways. I think that you could take all these different examples of genocides and mass killings and say that they were due to religion. Usually, there's some asshole behind it though that's getting power from it, like
Hmm.
some individual dictator or family or something like that, where somehow at the end of it they end up with the money or the land or the power, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's interesting. Michael, have you ever
I'm not a cannibal,
leaned
by the way.
uh,
I'm not eating the body of Christ anywhere, by the way, Max. I'm not into zombie Jesus. Never been my thing.
oh my, well, I still pray for you either way.
I still pray for me
But
too.
but have you ever leaned on it? Have you ever had it gone through a tough season in life, and you just didn't have anybody else to kind of talk to, or besides your own brain kind of eating itself out?
Not at all.
Have
I have always
really?
felt pretty stern and firm with myself.
Hmm.
I talked to myself plenty of times. To be honest with you, I didn't really need anything from the external world. All came from within. Maybe even a download of sorts. So, no, Max. Not to answer your question. No, I've never had that experience in my life yet.
That's fascinating. That it really is. What about just time when you're just walking at night? Maybe a little moonlight, clear sky. Have you ever just sort of had any private, in your head type, even silent conversations?
Well,
Not
that's what
even
I
if
mean.
it's to a god or.
Absolutely, absolutely. But
Mhm,
I go again. I go back and forth, and that's kind of where I was going with that rant in the beginning of this program, where I
mhm,
had no idea where I was taking it. But again, again, you suddenly realize you're nothing more than a carefully programmed biological container. Your parents are the initial code. School is the operating system upgrade. Peer pressure is sort of like the forced installed bloatware. And society, yeah. Society is that rogue plugin that keeps popping up that you've been updated with no option to click remind me later, Max.
that summarizes it quite eloquently. Absolutely.
That's just kind of the
Yeah.
way I feel. Again, I just feel us as Americans, we're pretty much, we are the most perfectly domesticated lab rats. That mass hypnosis experiment 4 years ago was a textbook case. The government hit the red button, and we ran wildly on the wheel, by the way, until some ran too fast and were flung off and reduced to some sort of error.
Mhm.
And they called it public health. And we called it the death rattle of free will. And I'm referring to COVID again, back to
Mhm.
people being brainwashed. And essentially, that's a
Mhm.
great example of society being perfectly brainwashed and not even knowing it. It's funny how that was swept under the rug. Not to keep going back to that, but that's just an example of how all these sort of things sort of apply to one another. And they are related, Max. Doesn't have to just be about health, it just has to be about everything, including religion.
Well,
Roger
So
that.
the general consensus is, if you want to talk about the Illuminati is basically the Vatican, the Catholic Church, meaning, and the Israel and the Rothschilds and that the Vatican's bank. Those two combined make up the Illuminati. It's not really a deep secret. It's just how the world works.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Now, there's a lot of
Yeah.
powers that control a lot of things. The listeners at home know about all that. They're
Oh
smart, they
yeah.
know. But
As
yes,
junk as Junkbox said in the chat, syntax error. That
that's
is the
right.
world.
It's pretty much the
That is
world
the
around you. Again,
yeah.
these are just things that have been floating around my mind, especially just thinking about the last couple years here on this planet. And thinking about the way the government, the way religion has sort of ruined a lot of good things out there for a very long time now.
There's a Lady Gaga song, and
Are you going to start singing?
the song's called Abracadabra, and there's a part where it talks about a lady in red, and
Lady
the
in
lady
Red.
in red is actually Mary. I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard this, that when you're Catholic and you are venerating, worshiping Mary, that you're actually secretly worshiping Isis or Ishtar.
My goodness.
Yeah, you hear things like that, but how true is that? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
I would say it's
You think that's true?
there's definitely something to it. I mean, we all think, oh, the devil is a he, but what if it turns out the devil's actually a she?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, women right now
Because
are not happy hearing that from you.
if we really look at the origin of Lucifer, the, the real Lucifer is actually a Sumerian goddess named Inanna. She was cast out of heaven and fell into hell, and as she was falling, her garments and accessories were pulled off of her. She's the real goddess that fell, and we still worship her through the Catholic Church and through the idea of Mary and also Mary Magdalene.
Mm-hmm.
I like that, but most women right now listening to this will say, hell no, it's a guy. The devil's a guy,
That's true.
a goy.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that's what people do over time. They turn everything into a man because patriarchy and all that.
Damn
That's
those
crazy.
men. Damn those men ruining everything.
But if Venus is Lucifer, then throughout history, Venus has typically been female.
Yep.
That cunt.
The devil can come in many forms, I
That's true.
imagine, in theory. Could be.
Yeah. Could come as someone that has both sexes, obviously, like Baphomet
Oh my.
or
Well,
Chris Jenner.
Baphomet is actually a representation of Lilith, and Lilith is another representation of
It's true.
Isis or Ishtar.
Caitlyn Jenner,
Oh my.
basically.
Yep.
So what you're low-key telling me, Daniel.
Something to that. Something to that. I'm not going to pretend like I understand
Subliminally.
it yet, but yeah, there's something to that transgender sort of thing. And the Baphomet, yes, absolutely.
Max, a transgendered son or lesbian daughter?
Oh my goodness. I'm still going with the lesbian daughter.
Okay,
Even though
just making
lesbians,
sure your thoughts haven't changed.
yeah, my thoughts, I'm locked in on that.
You're locked in,
I
all right.
think. But the thing about it is, lesbians, they're sometimes a little more crazier than guys are.
They are.
I mean,
That's true.
they're very possessive lesbians. Very possessive. I've seen lesbians fight for a lot of crazy stuff. I don't know.
I once
Wait,
dated
Max,
Oh, go ahead,
didn't you
Max.
make a movie about a lesbian?
I was going to. Well, that was more about that was more about it was more about my cousin, and that was but yeah.
It was based on your
I was
cousin,
going
this
to.
movie.
Yeah, that was many moons ago.
Oh, my.
Yeah, many moons ago. It was, that was actually that was more film festival type content.
Oh, you were
The
trying to get
stuff
on what? You were trying to get on those independent sort of markets.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been my first choice. When you have a budget, independent filmmaking makes you choose some rather convenient things to film. Sometimes it's like who's available to shoot.
That's right.
What location? It's brutal.
Plus, there's
But
certain narratives that you have to follow if you want to
yeah,
get far
Yep.
in that industry.
Would
Yep.
you have done like a lesbian sex scene with you directing it nice and up close?
I can't get. I can't get into that.
Are you gonna get him? You're gonna get him Harvey Weinstein
What?
here.
Well, nowadays I don't know.
You can't get into what?
I can't get into the lesbian thing.
What
Some
bullshit.
guys are into that. I just two girls. I just
Munching
never.
carpet, you don't like that?
Nah, it's just there'd have to be some objects involved. I'll just put it that way.
Michael Decon, is your lie detector going off?
I feel like it's kind of going off a little bit. But let's be honest though. I mean, I think most of us would rather have, like, if you are a straight man, you kind of probably would prefer your daughter to be like a lesbo instead
Yeah.
of being like a dude who's like taking mad cock in the locker room, that sort of thing. At least you know that your daughter's not going to be like ravaged in some gym locker room.
Yep.
What the hell?
As a straight guy, you don't want to know that your daughter's being plowed.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. I'm just
I
being
guess.
honest. In back of
I
your
don't know.
mind, you don't want to think, oh, my daughter is getting banged.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's some sick shit going on out there in the world. I mean, you have
true.
incestual families too.
That's true. And you know what?
That's true.
I'm so glad you mentioned that. Just a few nights ago, I'm watching The X-Files, and I'm watching
Nice.
this episode from way back in the day where that's pretty much the storyline, Daniel. It's like three brothers, and they have the mom
Oh, I remember that.
sleeping under the bed or something. They wheel her
Yep.
out, and they just bang her.
Oh
Yep.
dang.
Yeah, you remember that episode, Max?
Yep. Man, I used to love X Files.
Yo, that was the
was
craziest episode I've ever seen in my life
Yeah.
of the X-Files.
Yeah.
It was strange. I believe the episode was called Home, and it was banned, by the way. That's season 4, episode 2. I just looked it up.
Oh my goodness. Bring back
Dude.
memories.
It says Fox
Didn't
pulled
they-
it from syndication and reruns after its initial 1996 broadcast due to its shocking subject matter, which included inbreeding,
Inbreeding,
a
yep.
baby buried alive, and a limbless mother kept under a bed.
That's awesome.
That's thanks to the Google machine. But yes, look up that episode, season 4, episode 2, and then you'll find out where Rob Zombie got his idea for Devil's Rejects, basically.
Yep, Devil's Rejects. Yep. Good stuff. Yep.
Pretty strange. But yeah, there's a lot of cases like that of inbreeding. Just go to the UK.
Oh, that gives me a good question to ask, Max. As a filmmaker, you know, Rob Zombie gets a lot of criticism for his films. A lot of people think they really stink, yet there is a crowd that seems to love them and continues to buy tickets. What do you think of Rob Zombie's movie career, his filmmaking?
Yeah, that's a good question. I like, first of all, I like filmmakers that step out of the box a little bit. I really do. Stuff like, I mean, especially with horror, I think that like Halloween and, as Michael mentioned, Devil's Rejects, like these are classic films and stuff that really created, horror and allowed horror to be a little bit real, like, like terrifying. So I'm all down with that stuff. I love that kind of stuff personally. That's the kind of stuff I personally just really enjoy watching. I mean, I'm a horror film watcher. So yeah. What about you guys? Because that stuff is, I think anybody who's pushed the envelope in film, these people are the reason why I enjoy cinema. Really, just a good movie. So I'd like to see more of that nowadays. But it's hard to find original ideas and original concepts in films now. A lot
That's
of stuff
true.
has been, it's just like recycled, right? So yeah.
Well, you're not
A lot of
wrong.
respect.
Yeah, you're not wrong. There's a lot of things that are recycled, nothing really new under the sun, especially in the horror genre. But there are some things that do come out that are pretty good, and then there are things that are just complete bullshit and terrible.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
Yep.
there's a lot of horror films out there that are really bad.
His music kicks ass. I could say that.
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. And I think with artistry, you kind of find your thing, or it finds you. With music, I feel like it's just a totally different expression. It's so more visceral in so many different ways. So I find that people that are really tapped in with the universe, tend to be more music oriented. You guys are music oriented. More thoughtful thinkers, people that are think a little bit outside the box. People that have a few demons too.
That's right. And I still play an instrument to this day and recorded not so long ago.
Your fucking voice is an instrument.
That's true. That's true.
Well, the thing with Rob Zombie is, I think, like, if you make enough money, you get to do the things that you like to do rather than what you're necessarily talented at. Another one would be the guy from Smashing Pumpkins. Like, he's all into pro wrestling now.
You mean Billy Corgan, yeah.
Yeah, Billy Corgan. He owns the NWA.
Yeah, remember when NWA was awesome back in the day? Jeez.
I mean, back in the 1980s,
Yeah.
70s.
Yep.
Yeah, it used to be big, just like WWF and WCW and NWA was like a huge territory.
Yep. I remember there was those drop kick. Those kids used to do the drop kicks. I can't remember what they were tag team.
And then sorry,
Max.
but Johnny Depp and Alice Cooper and what 2 or 3 other guys have a band called the Hollywood Vampires.
Right. Oddly enough, I just saw one of their videos. They covered some, I think they covered, I forgot what song they covered now that I think about it. It was something, but seeing Johnny Depp out there with a guitar is pretty weird.
Man.
Did you guys see the preview for the new Christmas Carol movie?
No.
Johnny Depp playing Scrooge?
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know that's going to be good. That's got to be good.
Huh. Yeah.
You know, now anytime I think about Johnny Depp, I think of Amber Heard taking a big shit on his bed.
Yep.
I guess that's as much more about me than it does about him.
Oh yeah, that trial was hilarious.
It really was.
I still can't imagine some woman just taking a hot steaming shit on my bed.
Yeah.
That's outrageous, Max.
Oh man, I'd lose it.
I mean, if someone did that and I caught them in the act, I don't even know how I would react. I mean, I would be stunned.
Probably start cracking up though.
I would maybe
like
laugh, but then get angry. I don't know. Maybe I would.
Yeah.
Who knows how I would react? I mean, that's just wild.
Remember the first time you watched Two Girls, One Cup, and you're like, "Oh, okay, this is good," and then all of a sudden, one shits into a cup.
Well, see, I've heard that's like a wasn't even real.
Have you ever watched it?
I have.
Yeah, it looks real to me. This was way before AI.
Yep.
It looks real, but there's plenty of ways to fake it as well, though.
Maybe with like some fake clay shit shoved up someone's ass or something.
Yeah.
You never know.
It was ice cream.
It was ice cream, yes. Which is another theory. But either way, I ain't in all of that, by the way.
Yeah.
Poop and pee, no, never got into that. One of the few things.
That's just, it's a little out there.
I don't know how you could even convince someone that you're with to let them or have them allow you to urinate or defecate on them.
Oh,
but there's a lot of Instagram models that definitely go to Dubai and get, defecated on.
Yeah.
For a good amount of money.
Oh yeah, people pay good money to get shit on.
The Saudis, the Saudis, they'll give you a lot of money.
Or no, Vince was shitting on them.
Yeah.
That is wild. Again, scat,
a girl's face.
The whole scat thing, I don't know, man. That's just way too far for me.
And then he had dildos that were named like the Undertaker and Brock Lesnar.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Yeah, well, what happens to a person to reach that sort of level of degeneracy? That's what I'm wondering. I mean, I'm a degenerate myself, but there's levels to that.
This is why
there are
believe
levels
in the devil. This is why I believe in the devil, because it's shit like this.
Because of Instagram models being shit on.
It's something
that solidifies the notion that the devil's real.
Hilarious.
I love that.
Hilarious.
Shit's demonic.
I guess you're right in that respect. Yeah, mostly Germans, Junkbox, you're right. Yeah, the Germans, they love their scat porn. I don't know where that comes from. I just don't get it.
People in Florida.
Yeah.
True.
So it's a wild, wild world we live in, folks. And people are open-minded. I love people that are open-minded, but you hang around enough people that are very open-minded, you start seeing that a lot of them are into very degenerate behavior, like the whole scat thing, the exhibitionist thing. It's a little strange.
Shout out to Bubba the Love Sponge.
Why Bubba? What did he do?
Man, you got to hear some of the stuff that used to go on that show, like way back in the day.
It's way too redneck for me.
Yeah.
Swamp trash.
It's way too, it's way too trailer trash for me, my friend. He's all right, but yeah, that show is not something I would definitely listen to for a good amount of time. I mean, it kind of runs its course, but it's all right.
You know what was funny though was after this whole Howard Stern big story thing about him firing his employees, pretty much all of those old people were coming out of the woodwork and commenting on it, like Bubba and Anthony Cumia and Opie.
About what?
About Stern, you know how he fired a bunch of his employees.
Oh yeah, the massive layoffs that Howard Stern has recently ensued. Yeah, that's the big shakeup right now. Sirius XM, they laid off more than I think like a dozen staffers, producers, writers, long time behind the scenes crew, basically, if I remember correctly. It's pretty wild, and I think the article I came across was saying that the layoffs were delivered via Zoom. By the way.
Oh wow.
Which is what I would expect, though. I mean, nowadays you don't really need to go to the office; they could just fire you via Zoom.
That's true,
which is great. Right? Yeah, or an email. But yeah, I guess the guy is going to be doing like one show a week now. I think that's the new deal he's going to get with Sirius XM, but. You got to remember that Howard Stern is like, he's like 80 basically. He's not 80 yet, but the dude,
72.
He's closer to 80 than either one of us are.
Dang.
So, he's not that same kind of guy anymore.
Yeah.
He's a wealthy, aging broadcaster who has earned more money than he could spend in 3 lifetimes. And at this point, he's sitting on generational wealth. His grandchildren's grandchildren will never have to work if they don't want to.
Yeah.
Well, the funniest one was probably the Opie one because he's like streaming. He's talking about Howard, and somebody says, "Oh, you're just jealous," and he's like, "Yeah, of course I'm jealous. Howard makes so much money. I'm here just trying to make $50 for the day."
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of those guys are super jealous of Howard. They all want to make that kind of money, and I completely understand.
I wonder what would you do with
model. Yeah. Sorry, what was that?
I just wonder what you would do with all that money. I mean, obviously having the wife, all that, but man, what do you do with all of that freaking money?
What do you do with all that money?
Israel.
You give it to Israel.
You know what's interesting though? I do wonder why some of these rich folks, why they aren't more giving. I kind of wonder about that. Haven't you ever just wondered that? I mean, some people they're so rich where they could solve like most world problems literally with their bank accounts. Yet, what do?
Those are called poor people, man.
Sadly. It's just a mess. It's crazy, our world.
Haven't you heard what Jesus said about the camel and the eye of the needle?
Camel and the eye of the needle.
It's easier for a camel to go through an eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven.
Ooh.
I'm going to buy my way into heaven, Max.
Oof. Yeah, that's Roger that. What if there's no heaven?
There might not be.
Yeah.
We don't know.
What if heaven was a ghetto?
What if this was heaven, by the way?
Oof.
What if it's purgatory?
Yeah, you never know.
Man, that's trippy.
You never know, bud. Yes. Howard Stern has made a lot of money.
Yeah.
More money than we even know what to do with, essentially. But you could go the route that he did and, have marry a woman that you don't have, that you have sex with while using a condom. Which is
Tolkien study
what he does.
I talk a lot to Bob Levy and Grillo and a bunch of D-list Stern folks like Stuttering John and stuff in the Dabbleverse.
Yeah, Bob was on the show, by the way. I've interviewed Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got to listen to that one.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fun episode with Bob Levy, the Reverend Bob Levy. If you haven't checked out that episode, I recommend that you do. It's really good. And speaking of, speaking of Bob Levy and all these characters here in that world. I still want to interview Jackie Marling, by the way.
Especially since he was on Epstein Island.
Oh, that's right.
Hmm.
Yeah, he was on with me a couple years back. By the way, if you have not heard that one, yeah, just scroll down and you'll find the episode.
Familiar.
That was a good time. It was a good time. That was a few years ago. I don't know what Bob is up to these days. I know he has a show of his own, I believe.
Dr. Detroit says, Fartman is money. I think Fartman was hilarious. Like, a lot of people tell me, Fartman was stupid. It was never funny, but I actually think that's hilarious.
By the way, I'm seeing that Bob has a new show out on Amazon with his daughter and wife. Okay. Very cool.
The Reverend Bob Levy.
I'll have to find that. Is this the daughter, by the way? Is this the daughter who is an Ariana Grande impersonator that they're making some Netflix documentary on? That was the last I heard, by the way. I don't know if that's true or not, but something I heard. Maybe it's true. But yeah, did you know that, by the way? Bob Levy has I don't know if it's a daughter or a stepdaughter who's an Ariana Grande impersonator, by the way. And an OnlyFans model.
Surprised that he could produce a pretty child.
I think we think that about everybody, though.
Well, like there's
on Amazon, not Netflix. There we go. Okay, it's an Amazon documentary, not Netflix. Sorry.
Well, there's a time when, like, if you want to get into stand-up comedy, you'd try to have some kind of gimmick.
Yep.
Kind of like, what's his name with the nursery rhymes? What's his name? He'd be like, TikTok, suck a cock.
Oh, you mean the Dice Man?
Yes, thank you. Brain fart.
Andrew Dice Clay. Yeah. My parents actually went and saw Dice in Vegas back in the day.
What?
That's what I said. I was like, all this time.
Davidson was in town last week, I think, or a couple weeks ago.
Who was in town?
Pete Davidson from SNL.
Oof.
Oh, you don't like him?
No. He looks like a HIV victim. Why would I like him?
He would admit that.
He needs to open with that joke.
No, I'm serious. He does look like he does look like an HIV victim.
He looks like Rami Malek.
He looks like an insect.
The dude from Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot, yeah. Oh man, one of my favorite shows.
Dr. Detroit. I've never heard of that gentleman, by the way.
Yeah, we were always talking about Mr. Robot when that was on. That was like our favorite show for a little while.
Oh man, that was so good, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, one of the best shows I've ever watched.
Jeez, oh yeah,
it's a good one.
And it was so on point with the modern times and conspiracy and just exposing certain things. Like I thought that was onto something.
Yeah, like hacker culture.
Yeah. Speaking of hackers, man, this world's getting crazy. Trump really weakened our intel system so much, laid off so many people, fired so many people in our security, national security, especially in the top levels.
He also fired a lot of inspectors for food and stuff like that.
Yep.
And environmental people.
Yep. Which is why we're having that massive lettuce outbreak, the explosive. Me and Michael were laughing about that explosion of
the lettuce.
Don't eat lettuce. Don't eat any lettuce.
The Taco Bell butt worms.
I'll still get a Taco Bell. I don't even care.
Me too. I'll take the chance.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Oh, you guys, Taco Bell sucks now. Like back when I was a teenager,
it depends on the time of night.
They give you olives. They give you green onions. Now they give you cheap, shitty beans and tons of crappy cheese.
True, but man, sometimes it hits the spot.
Sometimes it does.
Brutal.
Yeah, it's late at night. You're buzzing a little bit. That Taco Bell will sound good.
Oh yeah, little Del Taco.
Yeah, Del Taco. That's another one.
Del Tacos. Yeah.
Del Taco. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they have them up there. Oh, nice.
Oh no, wait. Del Taco is not the same as Taco Del Mar, right?
No.
Gotcha.
What the hell is Taco Del Mar?
Yeah.
I think they kind of have the same sort of gimmick, but Taco Del Mar is like huge, giant custom burritos.
Oh my goodness.
Very nice.
That's
Very
something
nice.
that's a SoCal thing too. Burritos. Oh man, you can find any type of burrito out here.
Oh hell yeah!
It's not good
Some
for your
crazy.
stomach though, Max.
Oh, it kills your stomach.
It'll
Same
have
with
you
tacos.
shitting up a storm.
Oh man. That's what I'm like, man. I don't know how some folks do it, especially even the beans. Oh man, me with beans, it's like, I'm gonna fart all night.
All night,
Yeah.
baby.
That's when Max got most of his great movie ideas when he was on with the Taco Bell diarrhea.
It's a good way to lose weight. Yeah, it's a good way to lose weight. It's a good natural laxative.
It is. Oh man.
Yeah, that's what coffee does to me, by the way.
Yeah. Depending on the type of bean. Do you try you like the dark roast? Are you guys into dark roast a little well, how do you like your coffee?
Bro, you know I'm out
I quit
here.
coffee.
You know where I
only
am.
drink green tea.
Yeah, green tea's fine, but you know where I am,
Green
Max?
tea.
I'm around all the Vietnamese, so you know I'm drinking that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You know I'm drinking
Yeah.
that Vietnamese iced coffee.
Yeah. That stuff is crazy.
That stuff.
Diarrhea for you.
It's not going to cause diarrhea, but it's gonna get me wired. Like if I just smoked meth.
Yep.
Yeah,
I had that today.
It gets me wired. I think I'm German at that point. Even though I'm drinking this Vietnamese stuff, even though some alien just gave me some coffee, all of a sudden I'm throwing up Roman salutes, Max. Like I'm with Hitler all of a sudden. It's all wired I
you
get.
can do is find a German deli close to your house.
Oh man. You're not lying about that. That's the truth.
Yeah, get that
Some of my
bratwurst,
sandwiches.
knockwurst, those big pretzels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
mustard.
pretzels. Yeah.
This is
German
drunk food, by the way. That's the way I see it. The bratwurst, the German food. I guess because there's a place where I visit out here. That's all they have. They have a bar and they have this German sort of a gimmick where it's all German food, and that's where I go to get a little drunk and drink some German beer.
Oh, very nice.
Sounds like a good place.
It's great. Oh, I love it.
Just give me a Guinea and I'm good. Still like my Guineas. I haven't been drinking as much beer though lately, but it's nothing like sometimes just a good beer.
It depends what I'm eating.
Yeah, it gotta be. Yeah, gotta eat the right thing with that.
Yeah, everything kind of has its own alcoholic beverage. Like fish, you got to have the white wine.
Yep.
I'm trying to get more into seafood because seafood has those omega-3s and it's good for your heart versus salty red meats.
Yep. Better for your digestive system in general too. I've been eating fish like crazy for the last few months. It really carves off the pounds too.
You on that fish diet, Max?
I have been really. It's crazy, man. Fish grill's like close, man. It's changed my digestive system.
I was just about to say you should try.
Eat like a lesbian.
Yeah, eat like a lesbian. Yeah, or just eat salmon as
salmon.
Oh, salmon.
Our man in the chat room just said, yeah, that's very good stuff. Salmon, you could eat that every day.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Have you guys had cod? Because back in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, we used to have cod. There's a place in the Strip District called Woolies. It has basically they just make the batter right there. It's like the sweet kind of, I don't even know how to describe it. But then they dip it in, the deep fry. Pop out, you have these delicious, fluffy pieces of cod on this bun. That's like ridiculous. You guys ever have cod? Because I don't see it out here too often.
Oh yeah, cod is a little bit more affordable than salmon, and cod you can do everything with. Put breading on there, put some salsa on there. Oh man.
Yeah. Dr. Detroit said halibut too. Yeah, that's a hell of a good fish too. What about you, Michael? You need fish?
You're making me too hungry.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry just talking about this. But no, I'm not really that into cod. I just prefer salmon, to be honest with you.
You're a sushi guy too,
I
right?
like a lot of sushi, yeah. Sushi's great. Again, all goes back down to if you're able to drink a little bit, drink some of that Japanese beer. Good shit there.
Some sake.
Yeah, sake. Oh man, nothing like some sake. Even plum wine. Even if you want
sake,
something.
they get some sake.
Yeah.
Wow.
It happens. It's an effort. Easy act to. Any girl you take to get sushi, it's going to be on that night.
Is it going to be a sake?
Oh,
Yeah.
you get on the oysters, bro. Oysters.
Just have her clean her mouth first. That's for sure.
Yo, yeah,
Raw
that's
oysters.
right. Yeah, you don't want her tasting like fish and your penis either.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Need her to get some mouthwash after that.
Heck yeah.
Out here chasing some octopussy.
Right. Good times, good times. By the way, there's another thing I was going to ask Max and you, Daniel. I came across a article about Iggy Pop. By the way, are you familiar with Iggy Pop?
That's way back in the day.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Well, this dude is still out there performing. By the way,
what? What?
You know, he's like 79 years old and he's still out there on stage. By the way,
how old? That's what I was thinking. Like oh man, I'm looking at man. His body looks like some type of raisin that just sat there for a year.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
so
pretty.
What was
pretty
his
bad.
main thing? Was he the one that would cut himself and like bleed all over everybody?
That's a good question.
Actually, I don't know if he ever did that.
He did something like that. I apologize because I'm probably botching this, but he was like the original.
Oh well, yeah, pretty much. I think he did definitely cut himself. But I'm thinking about other artists that did the same thing. But yeah, he was doing that back in the 70s. I remember now. Yeah, he did do that. Now that I think about it, yeah, he definitely got on stage and cut himself with glass. I actually saw someone in a punk band way back in the day, out here in El Centro, mind you. In a venue that had maybe about 40 people, and this guy broke a bottle and rolled around in it and cut his chest open slightly.
Man.
Yeah, that guy didn't get paid more than like $100 at the most for this show, by the way. And the idiot's cutting himself on stage.
Yeah, that was like an early 90s thing. When the shock rock got really big.
Oh man!
I just think, why the hell would you want to do that? It's kind of dumb.
Yeah. There's one guy that he went on stage. I'm sorry, I don't remember his name, but he would wear a crazy mask, and he took a shit on the stage, picked up his turd, and threw it at the crowd.
Yeah, you're talking about Gigi Allen.
Oh man!
I think that's right.
Right,
that's got the name. Yeah.
Way to reference that. Wow.
Well, I know a lot about music, unfortunately.
Oh my goodness!
But yeah, that's the one.
I'm like, they're not even gonna believe this is real.
Oh, it's very real.
Wow.
Oh, you'd be surprised. It's very, very real and very sad.
Music. Somebody in the chat asked about Mike, but Mike's music, by the way, at the beginning, his music is so soulful. It's amazing what type of music Satan can produce. No, but it is just absolutely. It's almost the level of talent and soul in that. I don't get it. That is just amazing.
Yeah, he has some pretty catchy songs.
Yeah.
I agree.
Blows my mind each time
By the way, I'm looking at as you're talking, I'm looking at Iggy Pop images, by the way, and yeah, by the way, I saw a video of him performing not too long ago. By the way, I wanted to see for myself what's going on with Iggy Pop. You know, people have mixed emotions about these sort of people going on stage and playing again at that old age, and I completely understand. I mean, it's good to see them, it's good to see any of these old touring musicians. It's good to see them. The nostalgia sort of thing comes around. It's inspiring to watch these musicians perform. I get it. But at the same time, I saw a recent performance of Iggy Pop just to check for myself. And while it was cool to see the guy, it's cool to see him out there, but it's another thing to see him shirtless on stage, Max.
Oh, yeah. That.
No disrespect, by the way, to him at 79 years of age, but I certainly do hope I can move around like that on stage at 79. But yeah, he's looking rough out there with that skin. It's a very leathery sort of skin, Max.
Yeah.
You could start a fire with that skin. You could light a match on that skin, Max.
Yeah.
I can't think of the guy's name, but there was a guy in New York, and he had like a talk show, and he's basically the guy that created the whole Crash TV sort of thing, and pretty much like all shock jocks and stuff like Jerry Springer and all that actually evolves from this one dude. And he was only on air for like a couple years, and I think he ended up getting arrested because he tried to fake some kind of scenario where the guardian angels were saving him or something like that. It was really weird.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, I'd have to look up the name.
Yeah, I gotta look at that. But yes, that's Iggy Pop for you. And Suka says Iggy Pop looked like that in the late 90s, or in the 90s rather. And Dublin, we're not offended, by the way. I know you don't mean any disrespect, but you don't care for his music, and I'm pretty much in agreement with you. I'm not a big Iggy Pop fan at all, by the way. But Max and Daniel, what do you guys think about these aging musicians who are still going out there and performing? Do you think it's time to basically give it up, or do you think, let them out there, let them do their thing one last time?
I think it's fine. I mean, a lot of times guys have to get off drugs so they can do those tours, and boy, I would think that if you were a big like Led Zeppelin fan or something like that, if you were able to see them tour, even though they might not have all the original members of the band, that'd be pretty cool, and probably the only way that these guys are able to make money later in life.
Right. Yeah, in that respect, I completely agree with you, for sure. It's just weird to see him though on stage, because I don't think either one of you realize this, but one of his legs is longer than the other, by the way.
Oh, interesting.
And he also developed like scoliosis, by the way, if I remember correctly. So it's weird to see this old man on stage and moving around, and he's like his movement's all weird because of one leg being longer than the other. It's kind of fucked, in other words.
Yeah, I don't know like his whole story and everything, but I think he was pretty big in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's interesting seeing these old folks, but the thing is that it's crazy how fast time is flying by too, and how old folks are actually, because a lot of the good music, even, you're talking about like 20 years ago when that music was really good, plus years ago, and it's hard to watch them sometimes, but at the same time, a lot of them have lost their voices, or band members have died, or they're like a combination of both. Their voices are gone and they're just a little slow. It's weird. Like you said, it's a nostalgic thing, but then there's like, when you look at like hip hop music, like I'm like, Jay-Z's coming out with I'm like, how old is that dude now? You know what I mean?
It's a good question. How old is he?
I wonder how old he is. I actually was wondering, how old is this dude? And he's got a tour going on. There's so many people that
I looked it up right now. He's 56 years young.
56. Interesting. But then there's people I wanted to see. Like, I would have loved to see Prince. Michael Jackson would have been dope. I was like, when I was younger, I was like, I want to see Michael Jackson live. Of course, that didn't happen. Prince too. I was like, I'd like to see these people because, that's the generation a little bit too young. I mean, I was young, but as an adult, I'd have been like, maybe have just a little bit of a different respect for them. But I don't know.
I have mixed feelings about that, by the way. Dr. Detroit says Bon Jovi canceled his show mid-show, which is pretty outrageous. I'd be pissed off
Yeah, that would really, especially with the price of tickets. My God.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, I got mixed emotions about seeing him, and
Hmm.
yeah, it's strange because again, it's nostalgia versus present reality.
Yep.
Max, as you're
Yep.
talking about.
Well, I found the name of the guy I was talking about. His name was Richard Bay.
Richard Bay, who's that?
Richard Bay.
The Richard Bay Show. It was a day talk show, and he's the first to pioneer the controversial genre of trash TV.
Ooh, really?
Mm.
He's basically the guy that inspired like Jerry Springer and the whole
Oh,
shock
okay.
jock movement and all that.
Interesting. Okay, so he was like the pioneer, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Wow.
Another one is Steve Dahl. Steve Dahl was like a huge inspiration for Howard Stern,
I'm familiar with that name.
and he actually Howard stole the whole butt bongo bazooka or whatever it was called.
Yeah, all
Butt
those guys
bongo.
in radio steal bits from each other and talk shit
Yeah.
about each other and claim that they were the originators of X, Y, and Z. It's pretty funny.
Sounds like podcasting.
That too. Yeah, Richard Bay.
Yeah, kind of interesting.
Signature segments included Miss Big Butt, Dysfunctional
it.
Family Feud. Interesting. And what's Miss Big Butt? Now I want to see that segment.
See, I wish I kind of had the balls to like do that stuff like right now.
Yeah.
Do what?
Right now, there's a
bestiality show.
You want to do
Oh
a
my
bestiality show? That's a very Christian of you.
Oh, you got me on that one. Not a good Christian.
Yeah, you're a very bad Christian, it sounds like. But not as bad
Well-
as these other Christians. I came across yet again another article. Men-only gyms for Christian men, by the way.
Jeez.
Yes,
Oh, yikes.
I'm seeing here, it says a new trend is popping up in conservative Christian circles. Men-only gyms designed to keep Christian men away from what founders call temptation in mainstream fitness centers. That's what I read in this article, by
Wow.
the way.
Unreal.
So 2 guys, it says, are leading the charge. One in Oklahoma City, one launching soon in Denver. And their founders say that regular gyms are full of distractions and immodesty, and even infidelity waiting to happen.
Look at Seattle. There's we have a nude beach where it's like full of gays all the time.
Oh,
And they're
wow.
they're naked and they're having sex on the beach.
Really? On the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a bathhouse, and it's
Oh my.
I don't know where it is exactly, but it's all like gay guys hooking up with other gay guys.
Oof.
Don't even know each other's name. It's like dick through a hole in the wall type of stuff.
Lord.
Oh, man.
Well, that's what I expect at this Christian gym. This all men only Christian gym, by the way.
That's-
And if you look, by the way, if you look at your screen, these are like some of the founders right here. These are the guys responsible.
So is this pro gay or anti gay? I'm very confused.
Well, yeah, I think they are confused too.
Oh, wow.
That's why they started this thing, yeah. But yeah, these are like the founders. Look at this guy.
If you want it to be more Christian, then let women in.
Well, their whole thing
Yeah.
is that there's too many distractions. There's way too much immodesty, and membership runs from $150 to $250 a month, they're saying. But yes, men-only gyms. I swear to God, when I heard this, I thought somebody slipped peyote into my drink. These guys are
I
out
had
here, dude. These guys
had
are
a-
out here screaming, "We must protect Christian men from lust." It's
I had a friend that
pretty
was
weird.
a professional bodybuilder, and he told me that, like, especially at the higher level, like a lot of those guys are gay.
I can believe it. I mean,
man?
again,
That's crazy.
I believe it. A lot of these guys that spend all this time on their bodies, I think it makes you kind of gay, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They're obsessed with the male figure.
Yep.
Yeah. Again, I'm picturing these guys marching into the gym, thinking, yeah, there's like no women, no distractions, just me and Chad and Brad and the Holy Spirit.
Chad and Brad and
Chad
Yeah,
and
big one.
Brad. I'm telling you, this is like a one step closer to becoming a full blown homosexual orgy of sorts. You know, it's really strange. This whole thing. I mean, I wish I could be making this up, but an all men sort of gym for Christian men. These men are probably on Grinder and are closeted homosexuals, so they need some sort of cover. But doing this is going to make me think it's not much of a cover. This is much more of a confession of what you want around you at a gym. I mean, I think it is kind of gay to sort of not include women in your gym. I mean, I definitely do want to see, I want to see a little bit of ass and tits in the gym sometimes. I think that's great motivation for a man, a straight man.
Then you get that crazy Karen that's like, "I know you're looking at me. Stop looking at me."
That's the truth.
I'll look at her even more. I don't give a fuck. I'm just
Yeah,
doing what I'm just doing what biology wanted me to do.
You know, when I was younger, I wasn't like very socially conscious, and I would just like stare at chicks' asses just like all day.
Well, you got to keep it that on the low.
But see, that's what I didn't know how to do.
You're scaring all the bitches, Daniel.
Apparently I was. I didn't realize.
You're creeping them out a
You're
little.
creeping too much.
Well, they're the ones walking around with tight asses.
Yeah,
That's
good
how the gym
times.
is too.
Yeah, man.
That's the gym now is like that. It's literally girls will put it right in front of your face.
Ain't that great,
Squats.
Max? I love that.
Oh man.
It's good
I
times.
love
insane.
any of that stuff.
Oh
They're
yeah.
little whores.
So you're telling me that you're not going to be joining these this Christian men's only gym?
Oh man, I can't believe that exists.
I'm too old for that shit. I would need
Yeah,
someone to
that's-
like stick a needle in my ass.
Yeah.
It's a
In the
little gay.
cheek,
It's
not
a little
in the
gay.
hole. In the cheek, not the hole.
It's a little gay. Well, that's the world we live in, folks.
You know, you have to do it that way. You have to have someone like stick the steroid needle in your butt
Yeah, you need somebody to inject you.
Yeah.
because you can't do it like where there's too much muscle, otherwise you'll get a bruise.
It's pretty gross.
Yeah. It's
Come give me an injection on my ass. Yeah, there's nothing more gay than that.
Protein shakes and injections. It sounds like
Oh,
Joe
man.
Rogan's weightlifting video.
Pretty much. And speaking of that, it says here, Asuka saying the UFC is really gay.
That's why I quit watching MMA. It's too fucking homosexual.
It's too gay for you?
It is. It's all like fucking topless guys laying on each other and
Well, they
Well,
are
but-
half naked, they're wearing shorts,
They are.
basically. I mean, I understand that, but the act of fighting somebody and cutting them up is not gay to me, but I could
Yeah.
see how that could be seen as somewhat gay. I mean, what was
it
sort
wasn't
of gay?
gay when it was in Japan because they'd wear gis and shit like that.
Well, it gets a little too hot to be wearing that in a fight, but, I'll say this, though. I mean, for the longest time, I was doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and basically I'm rolling around in a mat with a bunch of dudes on me. I thought that was pretty gay, to be honest with you.
Did you ever see that school that was like a gay Brazilian jiu-jitsu school? and they wore, like,
Jesus Christ,
those
no.
gis?
No,
Oh yeah, that was floating around the forums.
that was a thing.
Oh yeah,
Oh my God.
Jeez.
there's a lot of gay guys that are really into grappling.
I know there
really
is.
quite a
Oh
bit.
yeah. It's been that way for a long, long time.
I remember when I used to do jiu-jitsu, like the few times when I would grapple with a female, and you'd have to go inside their guard,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
I mean, I swear there was some like some energy there.
Oh, there is.
Hmm.
There always is. It's always a weird thing. There's always that girl in class that sleeps with at least one or two guys in the class.
Yep.
Oh, I remember that quite fondly. There was one girl we had who slept with quite a few people on the gym there. It was pretty outrageous, but expected. And that happens. Oh yeah. I would say if you have a girlfriend and she's doing jiu-jitsu, you should
Yeah.
think about
imagine.
a few things. Maybe you don't want to be around this girl anymore, to be honest with you.
Yeah. No
Well,
doubt.
That's why it was disturbing hearing about the big story that was floating around a couple months ago or a few months ago was the sexual assault happening inside of Brazilian jiu-jitsu gyms.
And by the way, to just since we are on the subject, I will say the gym that I was at, and I'm not sure if I told this story or not here on this program, but many moons ago, this was like 10 years ago, or maybe even a little bit more than 10 years ago at this point, one of the Brazilian jiu-jitsu instructors I had actually got into a fight with another instructor from a different school because their wife was sleeping with one of the instructors, and they actually fought at the gym, by the way, and my instructor actually threw the other guy through a window, by the way.
Oh, man.
So
Gym drama.
his wife cheated. The other instructor's wife cheated with my instructor, by the way, and they fought at my gym there.
Crazy.
I missed it, but somebody flew through the window. There was a whole thing. It was a whole. It might even came out in the local news, by the way. But this was a real thing, by the way, not a made up story. This should actually happen. Man. So I always say, like, if you have a girlfriend or a wife and you let her go to these classes, I don't think that's a good idea. Let's put it that way.
Well, that goes back to the Freddie Lee thing, where he's saying like the bad thing about Brazilian jiu-jitsu is they teach martial arts, but they don't teach honor.
Oh, that's everywhere. No one teaches you honor anywhere. Not in this world.
Profound statements.
There's no honor anymore. That's for sure.
That is the truth.
But goddamn, I wish I could have been there, Max. I showed up, and Daniel, Max and Daniel, I wish I could have been there for that throwdown. Again, the window was completely shattered. I remember they had to put up like boards and shit. It was crazy.
Yeah,
yeah, this is like shit you don't think actually happens.
Yeah.
No, I believe it. I know there's a lot of drama in gyms.
There really is. There really is. It's quite remarkable, and I have a few other stories of being kicked out of gyms, by the way. That's a whole nother story, but good Lord, these are things that you read about online and you don't think they would have happened to you. But I am a testament of some of these strange anomalies that can happen to you. I mean, I've been involved in many.
Oh,
let's put it that way.
Sophie Cunningham is like a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt or something like that.
Really?
Oh yeah, she's tough. Like, they're knocking around Caitlin Clark and her too, and she starts bringing it. She starts whacking those chicks around left and right. It's kind of awesome.
What do you think about that, Max? Would you knock it out with that Sophie Cunningham broad? She's a tall one. That's a big mountain to climb there.
Very, very tall. But I've never been into tall girls. But
you went with them.
Yeah, I think some tall girls, especially like basketball players and stuff like that. I can't get into that. It's too masculine.
How's the slot? That's all I think about.
Oh man, that's a good question.
What's that thing look like?
Yeah, but I don't know. She's
got the miles on her probably at this point.
True, but yeah, I don't know. There's just sometimes they're just a little too masculine. I think
a little too manly.
Yeah. Lesbians, to be fair.
Yeah, and that happens a lot in sport too. I feel like, especially in female sports, I hear a lot of women talking about how they're, all their whole team is lesbian.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That happens. Just look at that Erica Kirk. Mm-hmm. She played basketball for many moons.
She was the lesbian.
Yep. She died down. Basketball players. I wonder if softball players are too. I find softball. Some of those girls are cute. Them softball players are built nice, like kind of thick. My goodness.
Yeah, softball. Oh yeah, college softball girls.
College softball. Yeah, I'll just watch it for the ladies.
They got those big behinds.
Yeah,
there's a very Christian discussion here.
Well,
it's crazy how they pitch too. That underhanded shit.
Oh yeah,
that's
crazy.
True.
It can't be good for your shoulder.
There's a lot of skill there, that's for sure. Absolutely. I'd like it all. I mean, this is outrageous. But going back to Sophie Cunningham, I think I actually saw something on X. It was her doing some sort of interview, and she looked like she had a sore on her mouth. By the way, on her lip there. It looked like a herpes thing. I think she said she did have herpes, by the way.
Oh, well, she's very popular.
I guess if you don't have it, you're not that popular after all.
Well, it's kind of neat. Like, I never thought
It's kind of neat.
Even like
I didn't expect to hear that after saying that someone had herpes.
basketball.
It's kind of neat.
Well, would you ever think that you'd be talking about women's basketball on your show?
Not at all. No. Well, actually, there's a lot of things I talk about on the show that I don't think I'm actually ever contemplated me talking about. Yeah.
Well, I was watching on YouTube, and it was Mel Gibson, and he was talking about
The Lord.
making a sequel to The Passion, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've been playing for a while.
He's like talking to, I think it's the main actor that plays Jesus, and he was saying like the devil's gonna come after him for playing the role.
No, I bet.
Yeah, I thought that was like a little self-aggrandizing. Like the devil would really care about a movie.
Yeah, it's a little weird to say that, by the way. It's a little awkward. It's a little awkward.
That was pretty funny though. We're talking about the original Road Warrior here. Like best movie ever, right?
Road Warrior.
Mad Max and Road Warrior.
Yeah, Mad Max. Yeah.
You know, it has its moments.
Yeah.
It has its moments. I mean, it's all right, but it's, I don't know. I mean, I think I've probably seen it too many times at this point in my life.
That's what I feel about it. Yep.
They nailed the post-apocalyptic thing.
Yeah, I like that.
Was
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's a good movie to, get a little spirits in you and watch every now and then.
That's like my fantasy.
What's your fantasy?
Really?
A post-apocalyptic world.
Me too, actually. That's what I think about when I think of films.
Really?
Setting them in a apocalypse. I can't even say the damn word right now. But yeah, setting it in a little bit in the future, probably about 2 years from now. I'm just playing.
Well, the post-apocalyptic sort of theme is always fun to explore, for sure.
Good for video games. Video games too. That one. What was that one game? With failsafe.
Fallout.
Fallout. Yes, Fallout. Another one. Classic game.
Good show too.
Mm-hmm.
Really good show, actually.
By the way, we do have a bet. Mike Hideous made a bet with a caller, by the way.
Oh.
And I think Mike wants to collect his funds, I believe.
What happened?
Oh, well, I think he won the bet. It was with our mutual friend Roman on the program. I don't know where Roman is. I thought he would be here tonight, but Roman is not around. But yeah, I wish he was. I wish he could talk a little bit more about this bet that they made. Mike had originally stated that what Roman predicted would not come true, that we would not be in a sort of road in a Mad Max world sort of scenario.
Oh.
Yep, so he wants to collect.
Going back to sorry if I'm interrupting, but going back to Erica Kirk, I saw some stuff on X earlier talking about how Charlie Kirk was practically single-handedly trying to stop the Iran war, and he knew what the whole plan was and everything, and then all of a sudden he gets killed.
Ooh, interesting. I haven't heard that angle. What?
Yeah. Like, I mean, I should know this stuff because I'm supposed to be like a researcher or whatever, but reading that, I was like, holy shit, they really did kill him.
That was brutal to watch, though. Still.
That was plastered all over social media, by the way.
Yeah. Going back to the whole idea of like a religion controlling people and like what kind of level of control is that? Jesus.
It's an interesting case, in my opinion. Because quite frankly, I don't trust him or anyone in that camp. I don't trust any of those people. I don't care if you are a fan of Charlie Kirk or not. I simply don't trust any organization, and why a quote-unquote podcaster would have all this sort of thing going on. It would make me quite suspicious about everything.
I used to hate him, but now I'm like, damn, this guy's the shit.
I don't hate anybody, by the way, for the record. No hate in my heart. I'm just suspicious
Oh, come
about
on.
people.
It's okay to hate somebody every once in a while.
I don't hate them though. I don't know them personally. They've never done a thing to me, so hate is kind of a strong word. It's a word I would not throw around.
Are you becoming some kind of samurai pacifist?
I think I've always been sort of like that though. I've been called a humanist many times from people that listen to this program.
Jesus is. You see, you're getting closer to Jesus.
Max, is your bullshit detector going off?
Well, a little bit, but Michael,
Who do I hate though? Go ahead.
You've humbled out a bit.
Who do I hate? Who do I hate?
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
I want to hear it.
You've humbled it.
Who do I hate though? I don't think I ever
That's true.
blatantly said I hate someone.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I've
can't really
never heard you
think
say
of
that.
anybody.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think of like who's Michael's nemesis.
Yeah, that's.
I don't really have a arch nemesis.
That's true.
I think the only person I ever went after like really hard was Douglas Dietrich. Another researcher of sorts, an elderly man at this stage in time. He is he's kind of these guys who has a show as well. He does a whole sort of show about an alternative history sort of thing. That's his whole angle. Talks about the white man.
So what happened there? Why did you end up not liking him? What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he thought I was the son of Michael Aquino.
Oh.
He literally thought I was his biological son. I thought, are you out of your mind?
Wow.
I'm like, I've had my dad here. I had my dad on the show many times.
So weird.
He said some really
eyebrows like Aquino. You know how he has his eyebrows all like sticking up like devil horns. You should have done that.
I don't have enough hair though to do that. There's that Asian gene in me. I don't have that much hair.
Gotcha. I have similar issues.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, those eyebrows. So he said a lot of crazy things on his broadcast. The renegade historian, as he likes to call himself.
The bad thing about paranormal fringe podcasting is some people really are crazy. Like,
and he's one of them. He is crazy.
Yeah, you do have some schizophrenia in there.
Dude, I'm telling you, he was way off his fucking rocker. He was insane, but yes, he went on a rant about me on his program and to other people as well. And I thought, this guy is out of his mind. The things that he's saying are not true. They're not even remotely true in any scenario. But I did some digging and found that he spends a lot of that donation money on hookers in San Francisco.
Oh.
And he could sue me if I'm wrong, by the way. I mean, he's more than welcome to sue me if he wants.
Good reason to donate to somebody so they can...
to get some hookers and drugs.
Blow their load.
Allegedly.
Yeah, so this guy was using all that on hookers and drugs and actually...
Goodness.
Actually tracked down a woman, by the way, who was involved in this sort of thing. So, I mean, yeah.
At least he's a heterosexual.
Yeah, at least he's not gay, so...
He likes adult women.
That's true.
Yes. Yep.
Unlike a lot of other politicians. So it has got that going for him.
It's rare to be a dude that just gets hookers nowadays. It's almost always like little boys and shit like that.
Yeah, you know what the other thing is though, gentlemen, that a lot of these people that are this sort of these sort of delinquent sort of not delinquents, these sort of savages, I should say, these men. A lot of the pedophile types, they're all into massages, by the way. They like being massaged.
Oh yeah, that's creepy.
Oh, yes.
What is that? Even Robert Kraft of the New England Patriots, the owner of the New England Patriots, Robert Kraft also busted in a sort of a sting operation at one of those illegal rub and tug sort of places with the Asians.
I can explain this.
You can explain that.
Well, I hope I don't put anybody to sleep, but you'd call it like kinesthetic escalation. Like, let's say there's a girl that you really like, and you're trying to get a strong rapport with her, so she sleeps with you. Like one of the best things you can do is get her to accept a massage.
Mm. Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
that touching. The touching has a way of
Oh yeah.
like making you way closer to somebody.
Yep. Yep.
Well, a
And
massage, a massage
Dissolves
doesn't,
boundaries.
a massage
Dissolves
doesn't
boundaries.
turn me on to see the very least.
Dublin Fitzpatrick says rub and tug. Exactly.
Right. And that's what our
Rub,
boy was
tug,
involved with.
teriyaki.
And that's what our boy was involved with, Robert Kraft. Good times.
yeah. And their old coach, Jim Belichick. He's or Bill Belichick. He's actually, his girlfriend is like, I think in her 20s.
Is he still with her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Dirty
think
old
he's
man.
Yeah. I think he's still with her.
Do you
She's
blame
hella
him?
controlling too.
Do you blame him,
she-
though?
you know what? Smart move.
I'd do it. Why not?
Yeah.
If you had his money,
Grown
I think.
adult.
Yeah, if you had his money, I think you definitely would also play the
Mhm.
game.
He's a heterosexual man.
hmm
Oh,
Look at it this way. I mean, this might be offensive and horrible, but what would you rather have? Would you rather hook up with a girl or a woman that has like 3 kids, or somebody that has not had kids yet? I know
Oh
I'm an
man.
asshole. I'm an asshole, but
look at these!
seriously.
Look at these photos, by the way, as we're talking about that on your screen.
Oh, yep, there
Let
she
me
is.
see. Oh yep.
I'm only seeing like, oh, there it goes. Yeah, there you go. My God.
Yeah, Bill, he's making it
Yeah,
happen.
Yeah. It's so funny because he doesn't even seem like he talks to her. Like they don't even talk. That's just an arrangement.
They just bang.
They just bang.
It's so funny watching.
Could
that.
he? Could he even get it up at that age, though?
Doesn't need to.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Popsicle stick.
And
Or his
maybe that's
toe,
the-
or his big
but
toe,
you-
like Benji, by the way.
But you're onto something because if guys, 40s, 50s, had, let's just say, younger partners, I think there might be less Viagra out there. Just saying. I mean, that's, some of these guys, I think they're just looking down and there's like roast beef there and they're like, oh man, you know what? I got you know what I mean? So
Good for
think
him,
that-
though. Good for him that he could accomplish the
She's-
goal.
I think that's smart.
Well, I had a relative that worked in a nursing home, and I could tell you
Oh
as
my
a
God.
fact that dudes that are old, they don't necessarily lose that sexual drive.
Yeah.
They're still out there.
Mhm.
These people be banging in the nursing
Oh
home.
yeah.
They be banging,
Yep.
Jerking and a banging.
jerking and a banging. It sounds like a
Lots of
song.
jerking too. Jerking with jergens.
Dublin says, if you hook up with someone who is way younger than you, ? How is that a smart move?
How is that not a smart move?
How is that not Dublin? Come on.
Yeah.
Dublin, come on.
Dublin not with it. I believe Dublin is a she, by the way.
Oh, Dublin.
We should start prying into Max's love life. He is the guy.
Oh man.
Oh, that's
My
true.
love life is quite oh man.
Tell me more, Maxwell.
It's been an interesting thing out here.
Yeah, well,
I'll
what's
just
the
say.
scene like out there, Max, in the dating world and dating space?
I think dating has become just a really brutal situation in general. I think, with dating apps, the girls have, there's just, oh man. And as you get older, the ladies, the selection pool just changes quite a bit drastically. Because when you're younger, it's just, you don't care about certain things. But as you get older, it's just, man, it's crazy.
So
Yeah,
are these are you on the apps, or are these
I've tried that.
actresses, and you're like, hey,
oh man, I
baby,
can never do an actress ever again.
you want
I
to
will
get
never
into
date another
Hollywood?
actress. No, man. They're the most challenging, some of the most challenging types of personalities to date. the actresses, because they've kissed about every guy. I mean, just think about all their auditions, all the been that they've like. I always find a lot of them have some very promiscuous past.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of the actresses have some interesting stories, or you just they just have some, they're a lot of very open about a lot of things, very poor boundaries often. um you see it on set. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes on set. I've been on sets, I've had sets myself where the actors were definitely talking and hooking up, exchanging numbers, in between different shoots. You could tell they hooked up and they talk about it. So for me, I find,
Acting.
what's that again?
Method acting.
Yeah, pretty much.
Method acting.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think it's a very, very just. I mean, you just see a lot and hear a lot. And when I was in the music video world, like especially, those girls and those guys were just hooking up all the time. People are just savage. I find in Hollywood is just insane with the. I
The
wouldn't
A
have
lot,
to-
a
one I
lot of
always
banging
think
going
of-
on, that's for sure.
Oh man, it's so
The one,
crazy.
the one I always think of is Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, even
And
that stuff. You even hear about stories like that. It's another good example of just the Hollywood actors and actresses hooking up on sets, or dating each other for a certain amount of time.
Or actually, more
Yeah,
often than
and
not,
Angelina.
they're dating the director.
The directors.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And then these girls do that. They're going to hit on you, all kinds of crazy stuff.
There's a lot of fields, though. You have the actors, actresses. They're hooking up. You have a lot of nurses out there. They get that rap as well.
Yep.
That they're
Yep.
they're ready to mingle.
Yep.
That sort of deal.
Out here's a lot of single moms. A lot of them.
A lot of cougars
There's
out there.
Cougars, yeah. It's brutal. I'm not a fan of the dating world. To be quite frank, I think it's better to be single as a man. Have your own space. If you want to, date somebody, cool. But it's when you move in that just all hell just breaks loose. So many people have had so many issues. Not only that, I mean, most of the men that I know are like divorced, and yeah, it's crazy. It's pretty crazy. I don't think a lot of people. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna
Interrupt
say, if you want to hook up with somebody like really hot, if you're willing to put up with like 2 or 3 kids, like it'll be pretty easy.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of that. I mean, even myself, I feel like, the girls they're pretty attractive girls. The problem is just like the extracurricular activities and all the different things that go on with these ladies nowadays. It's hard to find one where you can build anything with. So I think you just got to change your perspective on how you see dating and your life, your your love life. For that
Well, if you
matter.
look at it this way, like, okay, I'm 43. I'm getting fucking old fast. And I don't want to necessarily have a kid right now because by the
Oh,
time the
no.
kid's 20, I'm
Yep.
63.
Yeah.
So if somebody does have kids, is it the worst thing in the world? I'd basically be getting a little shortcut and I could like say that I have kids.
It depends on the situation too, because you also inherit like what comes with the kids and all of that too as well. It's better if they're out of the house, I think, as a man, just to date a girl who's got, is a mother, if you're going to do that. But, as you get a certain age, the most girls have had 2, 3 kids, and it's just, part of their lives. Most of the time they're at least out of the house. Many times now, because the economy's so jacked up, they even live with them.
They're
So
there,
dating
yeah.
a girl now. Yep, you literally, and it's tough to navigate that. I think.
You know what?
the
You could be
percentage of-
like Al Pacino, by the way.
Oh man,
He was,
It's
he
funny,
was-
they always catch.
Dude was 84 years old, by the way,
Yep,
and they had a child.
dude,
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
he's wild.
That's the cool thing about being a guy. Like you could be in your 80s and your
Yeah.
seed will still produce you an heir.
And that was, by the way, this year, by the way, when that happened.
Yep.
We're not talking 10 years ago. We're not talking 5 years ago.
Mhm.
We're talking about a 84 80-year-old man knocking it out there, having a kid at 84. That's pretty wild.
It's brutal. Yeah.
Well, nowadays, like you can do the testosterone replacement therapy and stuff like that, and will end up looking a lot younger when you're in life.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could go that
More and
route.
more, I'm thinking I want to get on that stuff.
You could probably get on it now if you wanted to.
Pete Hexfield will be happy for you.
That's true.
Uh,
You got that Robert Kennedy as well.
yeah. And the peptides.
He's on TRT.
Can't say like him. Oh, sorry.
Well,
Yeah,
when
it's
you're
hard to
young
talk like
and
him.
when you're full of testosterone, it's way easier to lose weight.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Yeah.
Practically don't even have to do anything.
Yeah.
Eat Cheetos and fluctuate.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the dating world, though? It's just a mess. I don't
Hate
even
it.
know. I can't stand it.
Well, you're not going to find a wife or someone you
Nope.
could settle
That's a
down
wrap.
with on an app, that's for sure. Unless you go to Christian Mingle, and that's a different story.
Even there,
Although-
it's
although
brutal.
Joking, of
I hooked
course.
up with and it
Sarcasm,
didn't-
sarcasm.
It's bad. A lot of the girls on apps too, you see them 6 months later on the same app. A year later,
6 months,
the
they're
same
still
app.
there.
Yep, same month.
Yeah.
A year later, it's repeat. These
That's what
girls
you
are,
call a serial dater.
yeah, serial daters are real. These girls get off on that. And all
That's
the tension
why-
and validation. Apps have
Yeah.
become a validation vehicle for women nowadays.
That's why I don't fuck with those apps, because just
Yep.
like you said, a lot of those chicks, serial daters, trying to get validated. A lot of times they like, they're really pretty, but they don't date any of the guys on the app.
Nope. Or they're dating one guy and then they're still in the app. I mean, I was dating a girl who was doing that.
Really?
She's like, yeah, I want this and I want you to be exclusive, blah, 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 blah. She was on the apps. She was still on the apps. I remember because we were in the, I don't, obviously we don't want to mess up the monetization, but we were in the act and she went to flip songs on her phone and I saw the dating app there. I was like, yo, what's up with this?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
Man.
that
So
pussy
these-
around.
I think that was the
Yes,
worst thing I've
indeed.
ever done, by the way. I was going to town on a girlfriend many years ago. And, she was on all fours. I'm in Pound Town. I'm doing my sort of best impression of
You're
Of,
humping her aggressively.
I'm doing my best impression against the mirror there of, American Psycho. I'm flexing in the mirror. And with the other hand, I'm actually looking at my cell phone, texting the next lady.
He's looking in the mirror at himself.
It's pretty savage.
That is your image.
I literally did that.
Oh, man.
I literally did
That's
that, by the way.
cool.
That was a very strange time in my life.
I understand.
I was confused.
I understand that.
Hey, listen, I was a confused young man. I had no idea.
You got to look at the psychology. When we date, women and men are coming from two very different places.
Yes.
Good-looking women are getting attention from when they are like teenage girls, from
Yep.
perverted old men, from classmates, from everybody, versus a guy like even like Brad Pitt said that before he became famous, like women did not give a
Yeah,
shit about
nobody's-
him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And look how good looking that dude is. You would think that looking like that, you could have any woman anytime, but that's not true.
That's how powerful that box is in everyone's living room. That little black box. Very, very powerful weapon for the mind.
It's
quite this is-
captivating.
It's wild.
This is why you don't want to be
Yeah.
that desperate guy on the app. You want to be the dude that's not afraid to approach in the grocery store or on social media, but
Yep.
not, one of the best things you can do is slide into those DMs.
Hilarious. I think guys need to be more, they need to just allow women to come to them. The best, when I think about the best relationships I've ever had, it was never chasing women. I think guys do this stuff all the time, start chasing girls, acting crazy. Girls are going to find you, and it's always better when they do. So I don't
Yeah,
understand.
they
why
might,
some
and they might
guys-
stalk you too,
True.
which has happened
That
to me
does
plenty of
happen.
times.
But that's the problem too. This goes back to the dating convo.
Yeah.
When you get with a girl, she's stalking your social media.
Oh my God.
Man, all kinds of crazy stuff. Isn't it wild, guys?
It's wild, but here's the other kicker, as Daniel was saying about men and women having a different, and it is true. I mean, I tell women this all the time. Any woman who wants to listen to me, I tell them that you're on social media, you're on Facebook or Instagram or what have you. You're always going to, it doesn't matter how good or bad looking you are, you're always going to acquire at least 5 to 8 men who will stalk you online and will want to do all kinds of things to you. Doesn't matter if you are big, skinny, ugly or not. There's always going to be a weird guy out there stalking your page. I tell bitches this all the time, and they think I'm crazy until it actually happens to them, until they find out more about some of these men that are pursuing them, and they're like, holy shit, you were right. And I say, of course I was, bitch.
Or you could be like one of these chubby chicks that just has like really big tits, and she'll get tons of attention, even though like I might not think she's attractive per se. She'll get tons of guys. You know what I'm saying?
Oof.
Oh man, that's the truth, though.
That's really the truth. I mean, men are, men will bang anything. It seems like. Yeah. It's pretty outrageous.
A lot of guys are into thick girls.
Some are. Some like that.
Like big booty. I'm talking big everything.
Big everything. Yeah. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. There's some guys out there. You see, and again, Max. Again, I know you see this too. You see a lot of skinny guys, some of all nationalities.
Yep.
Very skinny, and they're with this big mama.
Yep. I don't understand how they work with that. But you know what? Maybe I never understood that. I could never get into that.
You ain't dating you never dated a big girl.
Never could get into it.
As a black man.
I know, isn't that crazy?
You see a lot of brothers doing that with the big white girl.
Yeah. I don't get that.
Some of them like look at what's her name? Caitlyn Jenner's sister or whatever, or her daughter. The Kim Kardashian.
Right.
Yeah, Kim. Yeah.
Like, okay, and I know you guys are probably kind of grossed out by her, but doesn't she, for a big girl, doesn't she carry her weight well?
Oh, absolutely. No doubt. Yeah. She's got a nice. She's cute.
Every once in a while, I run into somebody like that. I'm like, oh, she's big, but
but you're down.
Yeah,
you're down. You're down to go to Pound Town.
It depends on the curves, It's curvy is nice. In fact, I'm more into the top heavier woman now.
Oh damn!
Once you experience them, because out here you see every type of fake. You see every type of breast there could be.
This is true,
and it's nice to have a couple handfuls. It really is.
Yeah,
it really is.
I don't disagree.
It does. Really does.
Yeah, unless you like an Auschwitz survivor type body type.
True. That's true.
Mike likes him like that, by the way, which is very odd.
That's
He likes the sort of malnourished look.
Yeah, he's into that. He does like legs, though. I remember him saying
legs and girls with boys' bodies and hats.
Yeah, hats.
Very odd. He's a very odd boy.
He's unique.
He's a good guy.
He likes some petite too. I understand.
I could get behind that.
Yeah,
and I have gone behind that. Yeah.
Roger that.
More than once.
Are you into like the big, the basketball, the center for, are you?
I gotta say, like every once in a while, I'll meet one that really carries the weight well.
Yeah,
like an Anna Nicole Smith kind of girl.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
That's right.
Okay.
A little voluptuous, yeah.
Rap video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these kind of girls, they get, they sort of probably get kicked aside these days. But yes, the voluptuous type, not bad.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes they're the nicest girls, though.
Yeah.
It's funny though because like a lot of these guys that are frustrated, they don't do very well dating. Like you just got to get them to try because as soon as they start trying, next thing they know, they're hooked up in like 2 days.
Yep. That's what happens. Stuff happens fast on the dating apps now. I think it's crazy.
Dublin says us fat girls have a lot of love.
Nothing wrong with that.
But there you go. Dublin's ready to go. You got her ready to go. Just
Stick to Decon.
just send a few people out to Dublin's way and get the job done.
Shout out to Dublin, though.
Well, you want to grow with good childbearing hips.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Well, realistically, do either one of you want children, though? Realistically speaking, here.
Oh no.
Yeah. As I get
Daniel,
older,
no.
Daniel, father, Daddy Daniel.
What?
my sister had a kid, and it's kind of fun hanging out with the little guy.
Yeah, I guess that could be. There is that part of childhood. I think being a father, it would be kind of fun. I like just being an uncle.
You would need a younger girl, though. I mean, you don't want your child to be like Sam Tripoli's child. A retard.
Yeah.
Whoa!
You don't want a
I didn't
retard.
know that he has a special needs kid.
Yeah, his kid's autistic. He has a helmet and everything.
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't know that. That makes me actually like him slightly more.
It's no joke.
I don't really like retards. Just it's one of those things. I don't really like the mental handicaps. To be honest, it's a little gross.
I just if I know somebody is dealing with that, it makes me feel sympathetic towards them, I guess.
I think God made no mistakes. I think He wanted you to have a retarded baby.
That needs to be on a shirt.
God wanted you to have a retard.
Geno Smith has a special needs kid.
That's gross.
Oh,
by the way, we have a caller here. Let's go to the caller right now. Caller, you are on the air. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going? It's Logan again.
Do you have a retarded child that I need to get rid of?
No, I do not.
Oh, thank God. Hey, Logan, how's it going?
It's going excellent. Just woke up from a nap.
You just woke up from a nap.
Logan.
Daniel.
Good to hear you.
So what was today's conversation about? Sorry, I missed it earlier, but I'm here now.
Oh, we're just talking about dating, meeting girls on apps, and what types of body types we like, and if it's okay if they have kids or not.
Oh, so eugenics 101.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah.
I was telling Daniel how I'm not really down with the Down syndrome. I'm not down with the Downs. Is basically what the conversation was about here.
Just takes
well, we all have our preferences, but sometimes life gives you interesting moments.
That's true. That's true. Everyone has preferences. Some preferences out there, they want to date a midget.
Oof.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, some guys are into
Yes,
that.
sir.
We're a very sick breed of people. Humans are very sick, Logan. That's kind of the conversation.
Oh, I'm sorry. My microphone's working weird. I'm putting my speakers on.
No worries. Can you imagine?
Yeah, there's a area around where I live called Aurora Avenue. It's like a hooker street, and one of the famous girls is actually a little person.
Oh man,
that's
Yeah,
probably
it
a going attraction, I would assume.
Right. Exactly. I don't know. People are weird. They have all sorts of different preferences out there. Some people want a woman in a wheelchair.
Oh.
man.
I don't
You can
understand
see-
that, Logan. We have some strange men on this planet, Logan. I think you would agree.
Yeah, you got that right. I
Good
might
God.
be. The funny thing is, if everyone's going the way of Weimar Germany, what about the last normal person in Weimar Germany?
Did you just say the last normal person? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Imagine if everyone's going degenerate, then how rare is the normal one?
Oh,
Mhm.
that's good. Yeah, you're right. And by the way, Dublin is saying I'm a dwarf, but I grew. That's what Dublin in the chat is saying. So we actually have a dwarf on the program. By the way,
Oh,
and,
that's
and-
awesome.
yeah, I love that.
Little people, big world.
Nice.
Right, we need Dublin to call in. By the way, we need a whole
But
sort
yeah,
of.
how have you guys
Oh,
proclivities?
oh my goodness! I was going to say we need a sort of Eric the actor sort of figure here, Daniel.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Exactly.
Mhm.
That was funny when he was trying to go to the bunny ranch.
Oh, this program is very unpredictable. I see.
So Logan, are you off to rehab yet?
No, not yet. They wanted me to go without paying my first month's rent and to figure it out over there. And I was figuring out, yeah, securing my apartment's a little bit more important than going to rehab.
What kind of rehab are we talking here?
Inpatient, your generalized one in a different city.
And what are we trying to fix here, Logan?
My drinking and my using.
What were you using, Logan, at one time?
Mostly just uppers and amphetamines and stuff.
Okay, so you're
And
into
alcohol bad.
stimulants, a little bit of booze.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Understood.
I'm already sad. What do I would need to be depressed?
That's a good point. It's actually a very good point.
Do that.
I'm really rooting for Logan.
I know, I'm
because-
really rooting for Logan there. I had no idea that you were going through these sort of things, Logan, there.
Oh no, it's what happens. I mean, once you get off the streets, unless you like save up money or stuff, you're still going to be effectively acting homeless, but with an apartment. So
Well, I mean, that's better than being on the streets, that's for sure.
that's for sure. At least you have a base to work from. But yeah, and I'm not looking for pity or nothing. It's the results of my life choices, and I'm just like, well, at least I got a new chance again. So it's up to me to maintain it.
Love that.
Yeah,
Where did
Logan's
that-
only like what? You're 36,
35.
35, so he's got his whole life in front of him, and I want him to get nice and clean and sober because
Yeah.
he's such a creative guy, and he's gonna do some great things and change the world.
And by the way,
Plan.
Logan, Dublin in the chat room is asking, where are you from, my friend? If you don't mind,
Fremont,
Fremont. Okay.
Fremont, Nebraska, on the eastern side of the state, middle of the state, on the edge, on the east side. Yeah.
There you go. Hopefully that
Middle
answered
of
you.
nowhere, but it's the heartland of the country, so it's a good place. It's a good life, as they say.
Very nice. Very cool. Well, I'm glad.
Logan's an expert on getting if he needs a beer, he can get one. He'll just find one. If he needs cigarettes, he'll just find them.
It's manifestation, guys. Like, I figured out, here's something that they won't teach you in any advanced college course. You guys want some free knowledge?
Sure.
Heck yeah.
The mind is the supercomputer. If you can manage to merge the two hemispheres, your left and your right together, emotion with logic, and then you consciously say, okay, brain, find me nicotine. Within 30 seconds, you will find nicotine. Not inherently, you're setting up an intention out into the universe and receive a signal back, a ping back. So what I'm saying is you have to work with your subconscious because your subconscious detects things more than your conscious mind can process. But if you merge the two aspects of yourself, your shadow and the light side, you can get whatever you desire. Manifestation. The secret.
Amen to that.
Yeah, Logan's he's pretty much tried everything. He's even actually done fentanyl.
No my.
What? I thought that was not
Yeah.
one of those things you could actually do and see the light of.
Oh, you want to know the reason why it happened? Oh, it was laced. I was going to get robbed until I kicked him out before I passed out. Wasn't it like I went and thought stuff? It just happened to my stuff. That's why I kind of stopped chasing uppers because it's not pure anymore.
So someone put fentanyl inside of the meth or something like that.
Yeah, they put it in my stuff. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Hey. So did you end up getting both of them mixed together?
It was a weird combination. Imagine you're so hyper, but you're tired.
Yeah, that sounds fucked.
Yeah, it's like oh, I guess it's like cocaine, but it puts you to bed.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Yeah, because if you're spending at least like $20 or more, you at least want to get your $20 worth. At least hell.
I agree. Yeah, you definitely
Reminds
don't
me of
want to just
Sparks.
crash out after you got a little high going there.
Yeah, it's like it's a waste of money. That's why I don't understand people who chase downers and opiates and stuff like that. I'm just like, dude, like, just go to bed.
Yeah, just go to sleep at that point. But hey, some people are into it. They love their downers. They love those opiates. Very hard to quit, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not dropping pills, that's for sure.
You got that right. But no, I'm serious, guys. Like, I figured out like a week ago that if you consciously if you talk in your head, if people are able to do that anymore, I doubt they can, but it is what it is. Just talk to your brain. Be like, okay, brain, you gotta be very direct. It's like, you gotta give it, it's like finding a person that you know with ADHD and like, okay, I'm gonna send you on a quest and you're gonna give me half of what you get. And they will completely ignore that's a bad deal. And they're like, whoa, a quest for me? Yeah, go find cigarettes. I'll share half with you. But they're the ones doing the work. You got to treat that way with your subconscious.
It works.
Yeah.
Someone is saying, EP's Big Adventure is saying, Logan, manifest yourself sobriety and a job. You don't need rehab, go to AA, get a sponsor.
Ooh, I'd have to disagree
Right.
with that. I think in Logan's case, like he's been dealing with some pretty heavy chemicals. I think he needs to be isolated from those chemicals.
I would have to agree. I think he definitely needs to be in a facility of sorts, if he can, and get through this.
But that's only if I desire. Like, I'm not going to go and lose my apartment. It's like what happens the day after rehab. And the people that I was dealing with before, they went quiet. So unless I can secure my housing and get that ball rolling in that regard, and honestly having a job, like I'm not begging for nothing. I'm not asking for nothing. Like, I provide content, I do things, and if it gets me money, cool. If it doesn't, at least it's something for me to entertain myself. But at least I don't pay taxes. So that's all I'll say on that regard. But thank you for the suggestions there.
Yeah, they just care about you, or at least that's what I'm assuming, that they care a little bit.
Right. It's just like, in order to maintain like a stable living, to be quote unquote middle class, you got to be making six figures nowadays. Now tell me what job hires six figures with no experience?
That's true. It's a good thing you're not living in California. You'd be out in the streets, Logan.
Yeah, pretty much, even with money.
Basically. Max, you know how high everything is out here. Not just the people, but the price tag of admission.
Maybe they're smoking too there.
Dublin is saying that he's high. Are you high right now, Logan?
Nope. I'm sober, actually.
He's sober, folks. Some people are not buying it, though, Logan.
Well, I'm sorry. This is my second appearance on this wonderful show. So what baseline for normality do you guys have to judge and base against? Or is it just what you feel with your feelings?
I believe him. I think he's sober, folks.
But no, is there any fun questions, concerns, comments? Because it's evening out. I'm probably going to go out hunting and see what I can scavenge up, because you can never out hustle a hustler.
See, I like Logan. He's out there living it up.
Every day, grateful for every second of every eternity. Yes, sir.
I like that. Well, I like hearing about you, Logan. I like hearing that you're doing good out there and you're taking care of yourself.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. But yeah, man, definitely get things going. Definitely get yourself a job if you can. It will definitely help keep you busy. That's a problem as well with a lot of addicts face. It's a lot of that free time they have. A lot of things you got to do to keep the mind busy before you go back and start using again. And sometimes jobs, sometimes jobs can fill that void at times. But I trust Logan here. I think he's telling the truth. I don't think he's lying to us.
And one funny thing I'll leave with you. Do you guys want to hear the 2 most dangerous words in any language?
Sure.
What now?
What now?
Yeah, that's the joke. The 2 most dangerous words in any language. What now?
Oh, by the way, for some odd reason, I had been removed from the call with Daniel and Max. By the way, I've been talking to alone the whole time. And
Michael, get the boot. Okay, there we are.
There we go. I'm sorry about that. I mean, I don't know what happened. I think I got kicked off, and I've been talking to Logan the whole time.
And me and Max were talking to each other.
And you guys were. That's so funny. I apologize. It was just me and Logan, ladies and gentlemen, having this discussion here with the chat room.
Very nice.
Went into different timelines.
But yeah, I don't want to throw out any plugs or anything, but I'll be working on making some content. I can't talk too much about it, for not legality, it's just proper business or whatever. But I will be doing some podcasts. I will be making music videos. I will be making music. I already got a backlog of 320 songs already produced and made.
Really?
I just got to figure out a way to convert them over.
Understood. Well, hey, listen, let us know when all that is in motion, and you could tell the audience where to hear all that whenever you can.
That sounds fantastic. Thank you guys so much for having me. And I want to wish everyone, wherever you are, past, present, future viewership, may you have a fantastic rest of your day or evening.
Love that. Talk to you soon.
Dragon Ball Z thing.
Oh, very nice. That was good to hear from Logan, by the way.
I was hoping he'd do the till next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, yes. Damn, so you guys were just talking alone.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to Logan about hooking up with girls in the rehab.
Oh my God. That's true. That would have been a great...
Yeah, that would have been good.
That would have been a good segment there.
We'll wait until he's gone there, and then maybe we could talk to him again. And see
Absolutely.
If he, got some druggy pussy.
You got a little bit of tug and rug out there. Tug and rub.
Ooh.
Heck yeah.
Good God. Well, listen, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Time has flown by yet again. I hate to do this, but I can hear my cat crying in the background.
Oh, somebody wants to get fed.
Do you know what that means?
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely have to answer the call of the wild and hook a brother up. Unfortunately.
No
but hey, listen, it's been a blast talking to you, Daniel and Max. Definitely feel free to say or add any sort of comment to anything we were talking about here if you didn't get a chance to do so. Now is that time.
Okay, you want to go first, Max?
You, man. I'll follow your lead, man. This is good stuff.
All right. Well, we got to do a part 2 because I did not even get to like a lot of the stuff I wanted to bring up. So we definitely need a couple more hours with the Max Man.
Right.
Oh man, I can't wait.
And then thanks for having me on, of course. I'm very blessed. And yes, I'm still a Christian despite my vile manner of speaking and the things that I talk about. So
yeah, I
God
don't know,
first,
Daniel. I think you might have lost a few people with some of these claims you made here on this program.
Well, see, yeah, that's the type of Christian that I don't get along with.
You've turned
That's why
heel.
I'm hanging out with. That's why I hang out with Satanists like Michael Decon.
Oh my!
Idiots.
Are you saying that
Satanist Max Cole?
Are you saying that we have corrupted you?
I think we're all corrupting each other at the end of the day.
Well,
and
that's
then
that's great.
I want everybody to put their hands together and pray for our friend Logan. Hopefully he gets off the hard drugs. And I see a lot of people saying he's full of crap, and he's pretty real. I've known him for a while, and he's telling the truth. Unless you mean something else by that, which I can't really argue for or against.
Oh,
man. And most of all, listen to End of Days Radio, where you can listen to me interviewing all kinds of interesting people. You know, my whole gimmick is I don't really go after the big names. I find interesting people out there that are unknown to society, and I try to put on a good interview with them. So check out End of Days Radio, and thanks to our buddy Max for joining us. I'm sorry we didn't get to talk about more movies, but we'll have to
Oh,
do that next time.
And AI, ooh, and politics a little. Ooh, got some
And
goodies for you guys.
I will pass the baton to you.
Man, hard to follow that. Gentlemen, this has been a treat. I have nothing but gratitude, I have to say. And shout out to the folks in your chat. Michael, it's always live and popping in the chat, and so many different things shared. But it's just great to hang out with you guys, really, just to keep it real and short. I hope we can do a part 2. I feel like there's so much more we can discuss, but you guys are the gurus in this space. I really have so much respect and appreciation for the time we've shared over the years, just chatting it up, but also just listening and hearing all the different perspectives. The things that I appreciate about you guys the most is how much you think outside of the box, but also how open you are to hearing another perspective. I feel like there are so many closed-minded people in this world, and I appreciate how open-minded you guys are, and also just having an opportunity to chat it up tonight. Just nothing but respect and love and appreciation. So, yeah, good times.
By the way, free
That's all I got.
Palestine, by the way.
That too. God, we have so much to discuss. We have so much.
Well, we'll get into it, though. We'll get into all kinds of stuff next time you are on, Max. But yes, thank you so much for being a part of the program, and I'll see you on the other side.
Cheers, everyone. Peace and love. Daniel, my goodness, so good hearing your voice. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
And there they go. That was our guest, Max Cole, and of course my co-host, Daniel, of End of Days Radio. Go check out his show. That was a lot of fun. I had a great time talking to Daniel and Max and Logan. There's a few people that called in. I totally missed your call. Now I feel like an asshole. I should have taken your call. My bad. But we got, oh my goodness. I saw some tongue action there from Larry Loomer, and that looks like Donald J. Trump there. I don't remember any of that tongue action there. That was really scary. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. That was horrific. Good God. Good Lord. This very demonic, this Larry Loomer. I don't know what we're going to do with her. Or him. That's what I heard, by the way. I hear rumors all the time that this is not a biological woman, that this is a man. Pretty outrageous. Very outrageous. But yes, I really loved this episode here. It was a great time. Another fun, live rendition of the Michael Decon program. Of course, take us on the road with you. Just search the Michael Decon program wherever you get your podcast from. And most likely you might find me there. Yes. And of course, another thing I wanted to say was, I'm actually maybe about a week away from launching the store, by the way. The official merchandise store is back. I've been working on it. It's pretty much done. I actually also took the time to revamp the website, michaeldecon.com. Definitely go there, and yes, the merchandise section will be returning soon. Get yourself a t-shirt or a coffee mug. That would be great. You'd be helping out this program if you are a fan of the program. And you've been around for many moons. Definitely buy some merchandise. I would love that tremendously if you did that. Definitely do it. I would love it if you did. Yes, michaeldecon.com. Go there. Yes, the merchandise section is returning, thank God. Thank the gods! You too can get a piece of the pie and show your love and respect for the program. That would be cool. But yes, I'm Michael Decon, signing off from Huntington Beach, California. It's been a wild ride. And I shall see you on the other side. And with that said, the world is a mysterious place, and life itself is a mystery. Until next time, good night.
Yeah. Michael Decon program.